Hello. Hello. Bakit? My green screen. More triggered. More triggered stuff for today, kuyas. Wait lang, natin yung no. Let's go full screen. What's up, Aaron Ocampo? Yay, naayos na natin. Tayo ay low quality stuffs today. Sobrang low quality stuffs today. Wait lang, post tayo ng link. Let's see. Wait, why? Bakit ganun yung current topic hindi lumilitaw? Nani kore. There we go. Nani kore. This one. Let's post some links. Hopefully hindi tayo mag-lag. Live na poo. What up, duders? At least tama yung ano natin. Tama yung thumbnail ng shared link natin today. Improvement. So much improvements. Oh, come on. I don't understand. The internet, I don't understand the internets. Press enter. Oh, luma, what the? What? Luma yung thumbnail. Kakasabi ko pa lang bago na yung thumbnail. Post. Why you do this? Wait lang Let's post and then fix the thumbnail Refresh share attachment, please. Save. And there it is. Delete. Delete post. Alright, let's post natin dito. Good attachment. Oh, well, hindi siya nakasentro, pero sa sentro din yan. Don't worry. Hindi siya sa metro. Bahala siya sa buhay niya. I quit my life. I am seppukus. Seppukus. Yeah. Post this. And post sa kabila. Whoa! Sino to? Kim Kardashian? Kendall what the? Sometimes Facebook, man. I wish I could just block the whole world on Facebook. Sa sobrang walang katuturan ng napupula. Kendall Jenner pala. Like, pwede bang yung nakikita lang sa Facebook is productive to society? Yung pwede ba ako mag-block ng celebrity shit content, politics content, bullshit clickbait content, pati si Pinoy Screencast, pwede ba i-block? Wala tayong napapala sa mga kabobohan Every time I scroll, ewan ko kung ba, Diyos ko, dapat din na. Let's check. Let's scroll on Facebook today, Let's scroll on Facebook. Kung maglo-load si Facebook, if Facebook actually loads, Good evening, Kyle Guerrero. So, Halloween crowdsourcing. Jam Encheta, walang kwenta. Samsung Note 7 Band. Oh, ito interesting, Globe. Kaya lang, Duterte na naman to eh. Nagkakaproblema na naman tayo sa Duterte stuffs eh. Oh. Ano pang meron dito? Ano to? Failure to find a sexual partner is now a disability. Says for... Ano? Ito ba yan? Express.Kodak. Hindi ako naniniwala. Ano ba nata... Tag mo tropa mong isang yuko na lang. Isang yuko na lang? Pwede bang hindi ko na lang natatanggap tong mga walang kwentang mga post na to? Ito, pwede bang hindi ko na lang natatanggap tong walang kwentang Tom Cruise shit na to? Spam? Maling? Ano? What? Ano? Pag pumasok sa utak ko yan, may nababawas na intelligence eh. Nababawasan ako ng intelligence every time I scroll on Facebook. Ayan, may aso. Wow. Wonderful. Okay, mga kilala ko yan. Pranks. Si Edu. Captain Barbell. Kung siya dapat gumawa sila ng bagong movie ni Captain Barbell. Captain Barbell. Yan, itong mga ganito, itong mga bagay na big time show. I mean, minsan gusto ko mag-invento na lang tayo ng walang kwentang shit eh. Yun na lang pag-usapan natin kasi yun naman yung apparently pinagagagawa sa Facebook eh. Wag na tayo mga ganito, yung mga ano. Wag na tayo yung mga ganito, yung nakakatulong sa ibang tao, nakaka-inform about smartphones and shit. Bakit? Ano ba kailangan nyo? Penging motivation te. Ano to? Can I just not see this shit? Pwedeng, love is the bridge between you and everything. Wow! Wow! I'm gonna quit creating content. I'm just gonna, love is the bridge between you and everything. Okay. Picture ng lente. Are these the headphones of the future? No, it's fucking not! It's just a fucking clickbait! Parallel parking world record attempt. I don't give a shit. Ano pa? What? I don't even understand. What is this? Okay, people, pictures, aso. What the? Why are so many dogs? This guy is wearing a Batman face. Nothing is permanent. Don't stress yourself too much because no matter how bad the situation is, it will change. Nope. How to tackle the 5 most common emergencies? Whatever. Ano pa mga walang kakwentahan sa atin? Sinambayan, di ba na naganap niya bilang France na MPK cyberbullying? What? What? No matter how big and bad you are, when a 2-year-old hands you a toy phone, you answer it. Whatever. May natutunan ba ako today? Be nice to your nurses. Remember, needles have sizes and they get to choose. Be nice to your nurses? Nurses lang? Nurses lang. Wait. Let's... Hindi ba dapat be nice to everybody? Be nice to your nurses lang? Bakit? Pwede ka bang hindi nice to the doctor? Eh putang ina, sa doktor murahin mo, pero yung nurse wag mong murahin. Be nice to your nurses? Wait, hindi lumilitaw yung ano. Yan. Be nice to your nurses. Wait, i-adjust natin si green screen. Kasi why? Kasi you can be not nice to everybody else except your nurses? Ano yung exception? Why is there an exception? Guys, nababasa nyo ba? Sobrang low quality ba ng stream na hindi nyo nababasa or nababasa nyo? Hindi sabihin. Kasi hindi ko alam eh. Wait lang. Ang green screen ko ay fail. Ayan. Maybe that's better. Be nice to your nurses, mga kuya. Okay. Some sort of cosplay ng si May whatever. This week in business, who's going to switch? My God. This game changer. What is this? Basta, importante. Importante to. Okay. Important post on the internet. Okay? This will change your life. This is the most important thing you'll see on the internet today. This the most important thing you will see on the internet today. 10 mildly weird things overthinkers do when they have a crush on someone. 10 mildly weird things overthinkers do when they have a... Fuck this shit! Is this important to your life? Then wildly weird. Okay. Alright. Okay. Ganap pa tayo ng napakagandang content sa buong... sa balat ng lupa. Okay? Yung mga marami tayong natututunan. Ha? Putang ina, kailangan ko palang malaman kung yung 10 weird things overthinkers do when they have a crush on someone. Oh my God! I did not know. It's my life is improved. My life has improved. Mag-Google lang best. Government officials lament spread of false info. Whatever. Okay. 6 places for cheese scraping in Manila. Wow! My life has improved dramatically. Dito yan. Yan, ginit na ako ni Son. My life has improved dramatically. I know now the 6 places for cheese scraping in Manila. The dangerous acceptance of Donald Trump. I'm now... My mind is so much amazinger because I now know the dangerous acceptance of Donald Trump. Ano to? Ano tong walang kwentang to? Tonight on BTS. Hello Moto for new phones. Vivo PH Y55 hands-on, Nintendo Switch, NVIDIA 1050, Kodak Ektra Cameraphone. Ano tong katangahan na to? Wala namang natuturo ito sa atin. May naitutulong ba ito? Ito. May naitutulong ba ito sa kaalaman natin sa mundo? Meron ba tayong natutulong? Wala natutulong ito. Wala tayong natututunan dito. BTS yan eh. Walang kwenta yan eh. Na tumatalino ba tayo pag nanonood? Hindi! Hindi tayo tumatalino pag nanonood ng BTS. Bumobobo tayo lalo. Bagay ba ako meron ganito? This is a selfie stick eh. Whee! Dapat malaki yung webcam ko para pwede ko ituro yung mga bagay-bagay. Ito, class! Ayan! Class! Itong walang kwentang post na ito, yan, BTS, napaka-walang kwenta yan. Kuya, bagong channel, bakit? Nako, na flamethrower yung isa natin channel. Di tayo makastream dun ngayon eh. So, subscribe to this channel if you want. Happy birthday sa everybody. Because, welcome to the BTS. Oh my God. Kamusta yung stream? Is it so, masyado bang low quality or carry lang? Eerie lang. Hindi dapat yun yung basahin ko. Asan yung isa nating comments box? Oh my God, okay, magpo-post muna tayo dito ng we're live now, ha? Live na po. 8-bit BTS today because bulok internet. Pack that shit. Well, look at me. I'm in TweetDeck. Hindi po masyado okay yung stream. I know, pare. Wala tayong magagawa. Low quality tayo today. Low quality tayo today, pare. Di po okay stream ko kasi nag-YouTube si Hindi, mababa talaga quality today, guys. Mababa talaga quality. As in, back to, natatandaan nyo nung January, February ng BTS. Sobrang baba ng quality. At least ngayon may computer na ako. So medyo maganda na yung quality ng rendering. Pero low bitrate pa rin tayo. Sobrang baba ng bitrate natin right now. Ilang FPS po sinetyo? 30 FPS naman. 30 FPS. Pero noong mga nakaraan, okay naman. Noong nakaraan may internet tayo eh. Wala sa bugang internet natin today. Asan na ba yung pinost ko? Pinost ko yung picture ba? Asan yung ito. Yan. Ito yung nangyari sa LTE natin, yung internet natin ngayon. So wala tayong choice. Nababasa nyo naman yan, di ba? I-zoom in natin na sobrang la. Yan. Nada, serbisyo, hombre. Gamitin natin yung ating... Yan po. Ayan yung signal ng internet natin. Ayan. Nakita nyo yun po. Ayan, okay. Ito yung 1 bar. Mahina. 2 bars. Mahina. Mas malakas ng konti. Pangatlong bar. Ayan, medyo malakas na yan. Medyo okay na yan. Pang-apat na bar. Ito, pwede na yan. Mapapagtsagaan mo yan. Malakas na yan. Ito yung todo. Ay, hindi umabot yung... Galaw natin ng konti. Yan. Okay. Tapos, itong bar na to, yan ang the best. Yan ang the best. Okay? Ang problema, hindi po tayo nasa dito sa bar na to. Wala rin po tayo sa number 4. Ha? Wala rin tayo sa number 3. Okay? At number 2, hindi rin tayo pumasok. Number 1, signal number 0 tayo. May bagyo sa labas. Wala nga tayong bagyo. Wala nang bagyo eh. Signal number 0 tayo. Ganun kalakas yung bagyo ng BTS. Signal number 0 sa BTS. Yun ang hashtag natin. Hashtag signal number 0. Munti ko nang mahampas yung aking webcam. Actually, tinamaan na siya kanina eh. Signal number 0. Weather yan. Ito yung panturo ko sa weather, di ba? Tingnan nyo. Naka-green screen tayo. Tapos may background ako. Gawa na natin ng gawin na natin official, no? Asan na yun? Philippine weather. Ano bang pwedeng images? Ito ba yun? Ano ba maganda? Forecast.gif. Huwag yung GIF, mabagal yun. Ito na lang. Yung image. Yan. Okay. Lakihan natin. Okay. Ang buhay po ay weather lang. Okay. Bale, ayan po yung bagyo, no? Ito po ang bagyo. At yung LTE natin nasa gitna ng bagyo. Yung internet natin yung internet natin, ay yung nakita yung arrow na yun, nandun po tayo sa gitna ng... Okay? Tandaan nyo po, ang buhay ay weather lang. Ha? Weather lang. Ang pangit gaano ka pangit yung live stream natin ngayon? Gaano ka pangit ng quality? Nakikita nyo pa ba ako? Can you see me? Sobrang baba ng quality. Kuya, may pasok ba? Sa Sunday po bukas, wala pong pasok bukas. Welcome to the show, mga kuya. Welcome to the big time show. Ay nako, nag 144p. Malinaw pa yung 144p, kuya. Commented live na po. Okay, comment mo, kuya. Pag-giveaway naman po ko ka-giveaway. Giveaway na naman. Ang giveaway, tapos didemandahin na naman ako. Demanda pa more. Baka na tayo magpapag-giveaway, Diyos ko. Hirap ng buhay ngayon. Hirap ng buhay ngayon. My gas! Oh, ano meron? Sino to What the? Sino to What the fuck? You see the bee? Sino to You see the bee? Sino to? Sino to? Sino to? Not yet working. California, ano? Ay, nako. You see the bee. You see the bee. You see the bee. Lock. You see the bee? The bee does not talk to you. Motorola topic agad? Pwede. Bigyan mo ako 5 minutes para baka may dumating pa tayong viewers. Manood ng 8-bit CS. 8-bit AS. 8-bit. The reason why 8-bit kasi mababa yung bitrate natin. Sobrang low quality ng show na to ngayon. So 8-bit TS today. So gawin natin official. Welcome to the show, everybody. Ako po si Alex at ito po ang inyong whatchamacallit? Ang inyong weekly dose of live show stream BTS. Oh, teka nga. Go. Ito hindi ko pa na-adjust eh. Kailangan ko adjust ng konti eh. Wait lang. Kasi hindi ako nakagitna oh. Gitna natin. Hindi ko naman sinasadya na hindi ako gitna. Okay. Pwede na yan. Pansamantala pa. Ay, hindi. Pati sa kaliwa. Okay, pansamantala pwede na yan. Hindi pa rin eh. Pwede na nga, hayaan mo na. Welcome to the show. Ang ating 8-bit show. Your weekly dose of highly intellectual technology topics for the human brain. Hindi po. Ito po ang 10 things overthinkers do when they have a crush on someone. Welcome to the show. Ako po si Alex, ang inyong tagapaglingkod na triggered show BTS guy. At maraming salamat sa pagpapanood sa ating mga regulars, sa ating mga viewers. Marami tayong topics today. In fact, buti nga hindi na kayo masyado naghahanap ng local brands ngayon eh. Hindi na uso local brands ngayon. Meron tayong telepono dito, by the way, na magiging hands-on natin mamaya. Hindi ko lang alam kung may interesting ako nga pala, i-reboot ko para mag-Antutu. Gawin na natin ito ngayon. Reboot and Antutu. Yay! Ay, taas yung brightness. This is the Vivo Y55 na pinag-usapan natin last week. Pero meron tayo ngayon sa ating mga kamay. Nasa sa ating mga kamay. Wow, gwapo naman niya. Gwapo naman ni Kuya. O, kaya lang low quality, no? Hindi nyo na-appreciate kasi low quality yung BTS, ano. So, okay, reboot natin siya. Paano ba siya i-reboot? Ay, nako, ano ba? Paano ka ba i-reboot? Press and hold power. Ayun, ang tagal ng press and hold. Okay, rebooting na. Boring na naman kasi mga local phones eh, kaya wala nang naghahanap. Tama ka dyan, estudyante not.net. You get a star for today's show. May star ka, ha? Star. Bibigyan kita ng star, ha? Paano mo mag-post ng star dito? Hanap tayo ng star. Hindi ako sanay. That's mali pinipindot ko. Doon sa kabila, doon sa kabilang chat box. Dito. There we go. No one gives a damn about local phones except for B-Boy. may recitation si ano. Si Notnet. Dali lang. Ito yung recitation star mo ha. Dali, naghahanap ako ng star. Asan yung mga... Ano yan eh? Saan yan eh? Ano ba? Star? Wala akong makita. Apes. Ano pa bang nilalagay ng ano ng mga titser? Titser. Ito na lang, pwede na to. Yan. Oh. Yan. Oh, yan ang star mo. Para kay Notnet. Oh, may star. No one gives a damn about local phones except for B-Boy. Alam nyo naman. Ayun, nahanap yung star. What the heck? Galing nyo maghanap pa. Thank you. Copy-paste. Copy-paste. Yan. Oh, may 1 star si Notnet. Oh. 1 star si Notnet. Oh. Okay. Okay, class. Oh. Mamaya ha, titignan natin kung ilan na yung mga star nyo ha. Ilan yung mga star nyo mamaya ha, pag natapos tayo ha. Kasi yun ang ano natin ha, ano yun, not... Ang tawag dito. Meron din tayong minus sa mga not listening tsaka noisy. Ililista natin yan. Okay, ano pinag-usapan natin? Okay, so wala masyadong local brands ngayon, stuff. I mean, marami na kasing international brands na pumapasok sa Pilipinas na medyo maganda-ganda. So, it's hard to say na local pa rin dapat ang target natin. Now, totoo naman na merong malaking brand na Kodak Mobile na naglabas ng mga produkto, nagka-launch this week. Pero hindi natin pag-uusapan yun because whatever. Don't care. I mean, in terms of let's just make a small reaction. Dapat ginaganong-ganong ko yung ano ko eh. Kailangan natin na small reaction, ha? Wag tayong makulit, ha? Ang reaction ko lang dun sa launch ng Kodak Mobile this week was, well, it was kind of boring. They didn't have an interesting phone. Hindi katulad nung ibang taon na let's say 2015, 2014, maraming mga interesting phone ito si Kodak Mobile nung time na yon. But 2016, even with all of their new products, wala ako nakikitang magandang produkto nila. There is one phone that looks very interesting. It's the one with the 6,000 mAh battery. Kuya, pogi po ba si James Reid? May video nga ba ako? Hindi ko alam kung may video ako na yan eh. Wala. James Reid. Kuya, teacher, pwede po bang kumain habang nakikinig? Basta i-share mo, ha? Dapat lahat kami may pagkain, ha? Hindi pwedeng ikaw lang kumakain. Yun sabi ko. So, ang interesting lang dun sa local brand na yun is yung may malaking battery. But the thing is, all of the phones did not have a good price. I mean, they were okay for what they were bringing. Like, I go out. Hindi, kailangan manood ka habang you are in the CR. Student Aaron Ballesteros. Stand in the corner kapag makulit. What's up, my long penis? Corner of shame. So, yung sa local brand na yun, well, it was, their products are on par with what we would expect from the specs. Wala namang surprising na parang, oh my God, yung specs are so good for the price. Diba? What's up, Nyaw Nyaw? Nyaw Nyaw! Alexia, anong hawak ko? This my teaching. Yan, no? It's my teacher's thingy, pointing thing. Joseph Seguin, what's up? So yun. So ang ano bang sinasabi ko kanina ko pa sinasabi? Walang surprising product doon sa local brand na naglabas, and wala naman magandang bagong specs. They're still using the same processors as before, the 6753, 6752, Helio P10, whatever. Bawal late. O nga, sino late? Sinong late? Lilista ko yan. Lilista ko yung late. Lilista ko yung late. Alam mo, nung elementary ako, pag late ka, kailangan mo umikot sa sa may sports compound. Every minute you were late. Doon sa basically basketball court yun na may volleyball court katabi. So pag late ka ng 5 minutes, ikot ka 5 minutes dun sa paligid ng basketball court tsaka volleyball court. Antonio Arenas, what's up? Talent daw pag late. Kailangan mag-ano ka ng talents. So, pasensya na sa mga bagong dumating. Si Teacher Alex po ay nahihirapan sa internet ngayon. Hirap po ang internet natin ngayon. So, pasensya na po kung low quality lang yung stream. Okay? Okay, kids? Okay, kids? Madadala. Hindi tayo matatapos dito sa kaka-teacher natin. So yun yung local brand na yun. They were launching some pretty standard specs for the price that they're asking for, which means there is no quote-unquote innovation na tayo nakikita sa mga telepono nilaunch nila. They're just basically new iterations or new, parang yung same specs ng before but pinaghalo-halo differently and asking for the same price. So kukuha siya ng specs dun sa isang phone, kukuha siya ng specs sa isang phone, pinagsamang ganun, pinaghalo-halo, and then binenta as another phone for the same price. That's why hindi interesting yung Kodak Mobile launch this week. But because we're not discussing any more of that, that's all I have to say about the Kodak Mobile launch. Now, ang ating unang subject. Mamaya magre-recess tayo, ha? May sleep. May sleeping. Meron ba kayong nung bata kayo may class kayo na sleeping time? Ata yun, pagka kinder ka ata o prep, may sleeping time. Tutulog ka ng after nyo mag-lunch or something. Okay. So, ang ating topics for this, ang ating subjects for today, mga class ha. Ang isa na, kailangan liitan ko ng konti para magkasya sa aking sa ating, or lakihan ko na lang yung sarili ko. Ano gusto niyo gawin ko? Wow! Huwag na nga. Hindi ko feel. So, ang topics natin for today, unang-una, meron tayong hands-on ng Vivo Y55, which is sisimulan ko na yung Antutu score. Alam ko naman yun ang paborito ng buong mundo, Antutu score. Tumatabi ako noon kay Crush kapag sleeping time. Parang ang bastos nun ah. Tumatabi ka sa tapos sleeping time. Nagsi-sleeping time kayo ng crush mo. Ilang taong ka na nun? What? May crush ka? Noong time na yon? Tapos nagsi-sleeping time? Wait lang, nakalimutan ko mag-download. Nako, paano to? May install pa siya. Malalag ba tayo? Nagka-download siya. Hopefully hindi tayo mag-lag. Yung ano, yung 3D bench, nakalimutan ko, hindi ko pa na-install. Okay, hindi naman. Hopefully hindi tayo mag-lag. Kasi meron akong bagong technologies. Kahit pa paano, kahit wala yung LTE nating mahiwaga na walang signal, meron akong wonderful new technologies. Kaya lang mukhang naglalag tayo. Meron tayong new technologies, pinagsama ko yung dalawang DSL sa bahay. Which is hindi pa... Ito tandaan nyo, pag pinagsama yung dalawang DSL, hindi magdodoble yung speed ng download mo. It just so happens na pag dalawa yung... hindi mag-aawa yung upload-download mo or hindi mag-aawa yung dalawang download. Dalawang download, dadaan doon sa isa, dadaan sa kabila. Pero hindi mo pwede pagsamahin yung download. Lagot mali yan. Old boy school. What the heck? Alright, so nag-install lang ang tuto yung isa. Let's talk about, ang pa nating topics for today is, dito na tayo sa full screen. Okay. Ang iba pa nating topics today is yung bagong Motorola phones, the Vivo Y55 handset that we have right here. NVIDIA GTX 1050, kung sinong interesado doon. There's a new phone by Kodak called the Kodak Ektra. Hindi ko alam bakit Ektra, hindi na lang extra. And then, ito medyo interesting, the Nintendo Switch. Marami akong pwedeng sabihin, marami akong gustong sabihin. Marami akong gustong sabihin tungkol sa Nintendo Switch. Kaya lang, baka hindi mag-agree sa maraming tao. Pero, gusto kong I want to support it. Pero marami akong, I see some problems with the Nintendo Switch. But hopefully maayos yan before it launches next year. Next year yung labas ng Nintendo eh. Kuya, upgrade ka ba ng GPU? Hindi ako mag-upgrade to the 1050. No way. Because the GPU that I have with the GTX 760 is just only very slightly slower than the 1050 Ti. So, parang downgrade lang yun. Parang nag-downgrade lang ako pag bumili ako 1050 Ti. Kung bibili ako ng graphics card, it has to be either a 960 or a 1070. Wait, a 1060 or a 1070. Most likely, mag-iipon ako for a 1070 pero medyo dumadami yung kailangan kong gawin these days or kailangan kong bilhin and marami akong... My God, there's a lot of stuff I need to buy. Because of dumadami yung ano ko yung stuff that I want to complete my production stuff. Mukhang aso yung Switch. I guess you're right. Mukha nga siya dahil may parang tenga siya. Parang siyang Snoopy. Mukha siyang ulo ni Darth Vader. Comeback is real for Motorola. Yan ang tanong. If how the new Motorola, because it's completely a new Motorola this time, even though the people managing it is still the same, it's still Lenovo. They really wanted to do something different this year, so much that they even recreated the Twitch account. They created the new Twitch account for Motorola Philippines. Look at this, huh? So let's start with the Motorola topic, by the way. That's What is up, guys? Alex from the Techno Classic coming here. Welcome to the Big Time Kodak Show 8-bit edition. It's Saturday, October 22, 2016. Malapit na mag-Halloween. And welcome to the Big Time Show. Ang unang nating topic for today is the Motorola stuff. Okay? Thank you and welcome to the show. Like I said, nandito tayo ngayon sa ating ano tawag dito? The Technoclass Extras channel. Ano meron dito? Pinost ko na to eh. Pinost ko na yan. Link na yan. Like 2 days ago. Ito, hindi nyo siguro nakikita eh kasi sobrang low res eh. Get with the program. Luma ka na. Naka-dual WAN ba internet mo, kuya, or load balancing? This is load balancing. Basically, dual WAN yun, pero load balanced. Teacher, may klase tayo sa October 29. Kailan ba yun? I think so. Magklase ba tayo 29 or wag na? That's a good question. Ang kulit ni Teacher Jam. Wait, class. Gusto nyo ba magklase on October 29? Hindi ko alam eh. Hindi ko pa napag-decide eh. Sobrang sabaw yung utak ko this past few weeks because ang daming triggered nangyayari sa buhay ko eh. Na-triggered tayo dahil hindi na flamethrower yung main account natin, di ba? Oh my god, wag ka mag-download. Okay, papatayin ko na lang tong phone na to para hindi siya mag-download. Ngayon careful ako sa downloads dahil sa hirap tayo sa internet. At baka ma-istorbo ang BTS. May actual out of town, yung pinag-iisipan nasa utak ko ngayon is yung out of town event ko. May out of town event tayo from when tayo class. Baka suspend natin kung walang topics, ano? Kailangan ba naka-costume? Tapos meron tayong may BTS ba na may Twitter account, may BTS ba? Ang tawag dito? Tingnan natin. Tingnan natin yung ating usapan. So basically, I will have an event. We will have an event pag magbabalitaan tayo sa starting 25. Kaya may out of town ako 25 to 28. So yun yung nasa utak ko ngayon. Wala akong maisip na iba. But I think sa sobrang lapit nyo sa November 1, kasi wala na mangyayari niyan eh. 29, 30, 31. Pauwi na tayo siguro nito eh. Baka pauwi na tayo nito. I wonder kung wala na sigurong... Baka wala na tayong BTS. We'll make a formal announcement sa BTS community. But maybe we won't. I'm leaning towards, let's say, 75% wala tayong BTS. Kasi parang wala na ata. I guess wala na masyadong topics next week. I'm guessing. Or pwede natin i-save na lang next week for the BTS. Yun lang. I did not know na ganito kabulok ang end of natin. Halloween BTS. Kailangan natin kailangan ko ng costume bago tayo matapos ng BTS. Asan ba yung asan ba yung... Meron akong costume na na may tusok sa ulong gano'n eh. BTS sa November 5? Yun medyo possible. Anyway, mamaya natin pag-usapan. Nasaan tayo? Ano gagawin natin? Nakalimutan ko. Ludo? May lakad ba kayo sa October 28? Ludo tayo. Saan yan, di ba? Sa yung board game? Bakit ako nag-check ng Facebook ko para sa Motorola? Bakit ako nag-check ng Facebook para sa Motorola? Nakalimutan ko. Yeah. That's why. So sa Twitter, tingnan nyo ito mabuti Ginawa ng Motorola. Okay? So, wait, tingnan natin yung message niya Huwag niyo basahin yung allow us to look into your account, send us a complete name and account number for verification. Diyos ko naman. Alright. Ay, balik tayo sa Twitter, nakalimutan yung gagawin ko. Sorry, na-hijack tayo ng ibang Alright. So, if you look closely, tingnan nyo to meron ng Motorola PH. Welcome to the Motorola Philippines. Mali pa yung pagkasabi. Welcome to the Motorola Philippines. We are dedicated to bringing customers great value through devices that don't compromise on quality, experiences, or style. Republic of the Philippines. Tapos meron pang facebook.com/Motorola Philippines. Tingnan nyo mabuti. Sorry, this page is not available. What? Oh, what's going on, di ba? What's going on? So, ang last post ni Motorola PH is August 2015 pa. Matagal na to. Deads na to. Gumawa pa sila ng bago. They made Hello Moto PH. Experience more in a snap. Hello Moto. And then nandyan si Jadine. Judain. So ito yung bago nilang ambassadors. This time they actually invested in an ambassador. So in ambassadors, dalawa. And funny enough, they got the ambassadors from Cherry Mobile. They used to be ambassadors from Cherry Mobile, si Jadine. Why do I know? I don't know. Somebody told me. I don't fucking follow fucking stupid ambassador bullshit. Wala kayo natututunan dyan eh. Parilin nyo lang ang sarili nyo pag sumusunod kayo sa ambassador. Walang kwenta yan. Wala naman silang alam sa telepono. Happy birthday, kuya. Bakit birthday? Sino may birthday? Wala ba tayo chicks dyan? I mean Chicken Joy. Ay, Chicken Joy is good. Ito, may pictures dito. Kung gusto nyo kung meron kayong fans kayo ni Jodine. Whatever. Okay, so wala pang manok. Ito yung bagong Twitter page ni Motorola na medyo pinaghirapan nilang i-promote. Let's go look for the Motorola page for the yan, ito MotoPH na. So iba na rin yung kanilang ano. Actually may price list na sila dito. What the heck? What? Saan to? What the heck? Pwede ba akong bumili dito? What the heck is this? Pabili. Kuya. Pagbilan po. Ang galing oh. Kaya lang, hindi mo pa. Ano to? Hello, I'm interested in Moto Z Play. What? Pero hindi mo pwedeng bilhin diretso. They just put it up there on the website on Facebook for whatever. For shits and giggles. Alright, so ito yung bagong fan page ni Motorola. Anyway, let's get back on topic. So, now Motorola has officially announced that they have unang-una, parang they're nagko-concentrate ulit sila. Pwede ba utang? Exactly. Pwede ba utang? Utang tayo. Nagko-concentrate sila ngayon. Malaki yung marketing push nila dito sa Pilipinas for the Motorola products, which is good. I like that. Motorola for the win, right? So, wala tayong... Nandito pa rin yung Motorola ko eh, oh. Walang charge. I need to use this more. It's my baby. My baby Motorola, okay? Yeah, this is my Moto X. So, ito yung mga phones na nilabas nila. I don't know saan tayo magsisimula kasi marami itong pag-uusapan natin. Let's start with the entry level na lang. 4 gigs daw mga kuya. 25 gigs ako eh. Billion gigs ako eh. So, ang maganda dito, kompleto yung website nila. What? Oh, nandito pati yung ano nila. Whoa! Okay. Ito yung this is the one that can maybe make this topic very confusing and very hard to fathom, okay? Ginagamit ba ng mga endorsers, mga phone in-endorse nila? Most likely hindi. Malabo yan. Kaya nga, don't trust endorsers. Just shoot yourself in the head instead of following endorsers. Kasi wala naman sila talagang they don't know anything about their phones. Basically, I treat endorsers as people who you take pictures of and put on billboards. But I don't trust their opinion when it comes to using phones. Tangin na paglabas ng event, kita mo sila naka-iPhone. Well, most likely. Most likely. Okay, so how do we start this Motorola topic? Kasi meron silang products that are not available unlocked. Meron, as you can see right here, okay? You can see right here, it says right there, exclusive to Smart Plan 999. The Moto G4 Play is exclusive. Mamaya natin pag-usapan yung mga exclusive sa ano. Ito pa, Moto G3 Turbo, exclusive to Globe Plan 7999. Mamaya natin pag-usapan yung dalawa. Kasi most likely yun yung hindi masyadong interested yung tao. Unless you are somebody who is a subscriber. Ano tong message na nakikita ko sa Facebook? Sana Note 7 i-endorse nila. Ay Alex, di ko pala natanong about SP1 mo. The battery goddamn life. Not SP1 because 3rd gen CPU, 3rd gen Intel i5, 3 hours around there. Pag 4th gen maganda na. Alright, here we go. Let's start with the Moto E3 Power. This is the most entry-level Motorola that launched. Now, masasabi ng iba, I'm sure masasabi nyo, a lot of the people here will say na overpriced ito for the specs. But you have to consider that it is a Motorola product and the quality is there. The quality of the product is there. So, wag nyo masyadong i-compare ito sa mga specs ng iba. We have to consider that this phone is made by Motorola, the build quality is made by Motorola, and you do pay a little bit of premium to get the quality. And kasi ako, number one sa Motorola is the radio and the microphone, the speakers, the radio. Yung call quality is so good, and the internet, the Wi-Fi and internet LTE quality is very good on these phones. What's up, Davis Torres? Malabo ang streaming. I'm sorry, mapangit yung internet ko today. I'm sorry. We're streaming at a low bitrate. Low. Shotty guy, low. Sorry, mababa ang bitrate natin. I'm sorry, but hopefully hindi tayo masyadong. Hopefully you're okay with that low bitrate. Ano sabi ni Bibo, ni Jam? Alright, so Moto E3 Power is priced at 6,999. Take note, 7,000 pesos ito. Pag kinumpare mo to sa mga local brands or something like Alcatel, or not Alcatel, the Flash Plus 2, lugi tayo sa specs. So, tingnan natin mabuti. We have... Point? Hopefully, mabasa nyo yung specs. Okay. Android 6.0 Marshmallow. It's running on a MediaTek 6735P quad-core. Take note. MediaTek 6735P quad-core. That's not a very powerful MediaTek processor. It's actually one of the entry-level MediaTek processors na quad-core. It's not terrible, but it's not... hindi siya yung 6752 or 6753. This is 6735P. This is like a Snapdragon 410. Parang ganon yung dating nito. Snapdragon 410 level. So we're getting 2 gigs of RAM, which isn't bad. Although there are 4 gig RAM phones at 7,000 pesos, 6,999. 16 gigs of storage in micro SD, not bad. We have a 5-inch 720p display, not bad. Ang maganda dito, the battery is 3,500 mAh, which is a little bit on the bigger side. With typical with the Moto E, meron siyang water repellent nano coating, which is good. This is helpful if you spend a lot of time near water with your phone. And then LTE na siya, dual SIM with nano SIM with adapter. Dual SIM siya. Camera is 8 megapixels with a 5 megapixel front and front ported loudspeaker. Yes, so meron siya speaker sa harap. Hindi siya dalawang speaker ata, pero meron siyang malaking speaker grill sa harap. And then 720p ang video niya, etc. etc. Actually, what I will do is get my micro SIM sa aking camera and then we'll watch a little bit of a video na sinut ko about the Moto E. 10 seconds. Wah! Oh no, nakano pa. Whew. At least medyo ano ako ngayon. Energetic ako today, guys. Energy! Even though sobrang baba ng bitrate natin because bulok yung internet natin today, I got energy! Okay, micro SIM. Ngayon, huwag kayong magreklamo kung sobrang hirap panoorin ng video kasi sobrang baba ng bitrate ng ating live stream. Alright, here we go. Let's do this. Panoorin natin si ate. Wow! Okay. Ito. Ay, ano yan? Omen. So, this might be it.
Bye-bye!
Yan. Ingat!
Pagdating sa kuryente.
This is the Moto G4. Moto E3 Power, I'm sorry. Moto E3 Power. Andali lang, nag-a-adjust ako ng camera. Whoa! Wait, take two. Yeah, there we go. It's a pretty decent phone to hold in my opinion. It's Android Marshmallow. Maganda yung design niya. Hindi ko mapaandar yung twist to camera. I don't know kung meron siya, but hopefully meron din siya ng twist to camera. I love yung twist to camera function eh. And yun, like I said, it's running, inulit ko lang yung shot ko dito para sigurado. Then yung camera is 8 megapixels sa likod. And then, tingnan mo, pinagsasara na ako ng Motorola dito eh. 8 megapixel and 5 megapixel front. It's actually a pretty good looking camera. But that is the Moto E3 Power. 6,999 and then yung speaker grill sa harap. It's not a bad looking phone for 7,000 pesos. Yeah. Alright, that is the Moto E3 Power. Yeah, so ito, basahin natin yung ano niya. So it's got a long-lasting battery daw. 5-inch HD display. Blazing fast quad-core processor. Wala ba tayong recess? Mamaya! Hindi pa tayo tapos sa subject eh. Splash-proof design. Oh, nice. So yun yung nano-coating niya. Splash-proof design. And then run a bloatware-free version of Android 6.0 Marshmallow. Bloatware-free. Ayan, sa Moto E3 Power. Alright, that's the Moto E3 Power for 6,999. Let's talk about the next one. This is yung G4 Plus. Swerte ko nakuha ko yung Moto X ko ng 7K. Very good student. Meron kang star. May star si Angelo Lozano. 1 star. Yan. May star si Angelo Lozano. The next phone is the Moto G4 Plus. SRP is 13,999. Yes, expandable po si Moto E3 Power. Right? Etong Flash 2 ko, Diyos ko, kairita pre-installed softwares. Ganun talaga kuya. Ganun talaga. Marami talagang bloatware si Flash eh. Let's look at the Moto G4 Plus. This is 14,000 pesos. Now, ulitin ko ulit, huwag niyo masyado expect na sobrang ganda ng specs niya for the price. Ang kalaban, ang pinanglalaban ng bet kong phone who's wala sa budget eh. Ang pinaglalaban ng Motorola is build quality, design, and yung kanilang basically every time gumamit ka ng Motorola phone, the number one thing that you will notice is design, build quality, maganda. Sobra, walang tatalo. Bukod doon, solid na solid yung gawa. As in, sila yung phones na parang pinakamatibay sa lahat ng gumagawa ng telepono. Sila yung parang sobrang paborito nila gumawa ng super solid na telepono. Bukod dyan, well, of course, yung kalaban niya dati, Nokia. Ganun yung design nila dati. Ang isa pang mapapansin mo sa Motorola is yung call quality, antenna quality. Sila yung hindi pumapalya sa call quality, speaker quality, antenna quality. Doon, perfecto nila yun. Kasi matagal na sila. Sila yung unang nag-imbento ng telepono. That's why alam nila yun. Yung mga antenna, yung Wi-Fi, yung call quality, microphone quality, pasado. Alam nila paano gumawa. Parang overpriced ang G4. Yes, so you might consider it overpriced because of the specs. Like I said nga, huwag niyo i-expect na sobrang maganda yung price for the specs. Yun nga lang, meron siyang trade-off, you get some good Motorola stuff. I'm not saying it's the best for you, but it's a good option for people who want the Motorola quality. Here we go. Let's talk about the specs. So, ang Moto G4 Plus is running Android 6.0 Marshmallow. Tandaan nyo, ito magandang... Wait, nasa na yun? Moto G4 Nougat. Kasi lumalabas na yung Nougat nito eh. You know? 11 hours ago, Moto G4 and G4 Plus to start receiving Android 7.0 Nougat update. So this is a good thing sa G4. It's one of the first few phones to get the Nougat update. One of the first few phones to receive the Nougat update. That's one of the sobrang ganda about these products. But yun, let's forget about that. Let's talk about the phone itself. So Android 6.0 Marshmallow right now. It's running on a Snapdragon 615 octa-core. This is the most disappointing thing about the Moto G4 Plus because a 615 is not the generation of processor that I would want on my phone. Nougat's no glory, exactly. It's not the worst in the world, but not the best in the world. I would want it, kung Snapdragon 808 yan, that might be better. But 617, medyo ganito ako dyan. Can't get a lot of, it's only 14,000. Mahirap. There is no processor right now, mobile processor na nasa price range na 10 to 20k that isn't Pag tingnan niyo mabuti, ang MediaTek walang processor na above nung Helio P10 levels, Helio X20 levels. Wala. So alangan naman kukuha siya ng Helio P10 which is mababa. Tapos ang Snapdragon is 625 ngayon. Walang yung mababa, walang mas mababa sa 625. So, I guess 617 is the best choice para sa ganitong price range. Anyway, 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of storage with micro SD, dual SIM, 5.5-inch full HD 1080p display. The battery is 3,000 mAh, which is good, right? Turbo power charging, water repellent nano coating, which is good, right? LTE, dual SIM, and then you have a 16 megapixel camera. 16. That's pretty good. 5 megapixel front. You have dual SIMs, right? Dual SIM. And front ported loudspeaker ulit. Another thumbs up. Front ported loudspeaker. Nice. So here's what it looks like. Ang pinagyayabang nilang specs is the 16 megapixel camera. The fingerprint reader, keep in mind. May fingerprint reader siya. Baka maguluhan kayo kasi yung fingerprint reader niya kakaiba, nasa harap. Nasa harap, pero ang fingerprint reader niya, hindi siya home button katulad ni Samsung. So, tignan mo tong... Ay, wala siya dito. Yung picture dito. Picture niya dito. Makikita natin sa video mamaya, right? But malilito ka kasi kami sa event nalilito kami. Every time gusto namin mag-home, pinipindot namin yung fingerprint sensor. Hindi mo that's not the right way to do it on a Motorola right now. So we have a processor, display, memory built to keep up, turbo power charging, pure Android experience. So yun ang pinagyayabang niya. Let's look at the video that I took at the event. Lumix, the sim, gusto niyo makita yung gusto niyo makita yung sarili kong binidyohan ko sarili ko.
All right, so stepping up to the mid-range territory, we got the
Oh my God!
Moto G4 Plus. This is a
It's a doppelganger.
13999 powered by a Snapdragon 615. We have a 5.5-inch full HD
Hirap na hirap ako dito sa
display
event na to.
here and
Sobrang konti lang ng
3,000
panahon na para
milliamp
gumawa ng
battery.
video.
This is a pretty nice looking phone.
Nakatali
I
pa yung mga
believe the
telepono.
sides are made of metal. And of course, you get a fingerprint scanner as well. You get 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of storage. with
Pinagsasara na ako ng
The camera is
event.
16 megapixels with, I believe, face detection and laser autofocus, and a 5 megapixel
Yan, nililigpit na yung gamit sa
This is
likod.
available for $13,999. So if you're looking for some
Alright, hanapin natin yung So the Moto G4 Plus would be this. Alright. There it is. 5.5-inch Full HD display. Stock Android, Nougat. Marshmallow Marshmallow pa siya nito. But it's gonna be Nougat eventually, like very very soon. Maybe within this month. The design is similar to the the E3 Power. But ayan, hindi mo pwedeng tanggalin yung battery, but you can slot 2 SIMs plus a micro SD at the same time. 3 slots siya. And then it's stock Android as you would expect. 16 megapixel camera sa likod. I haven't tested it, but it seems good. The front 5 megapixel is good as well. Nougat's no glory. So that's the Moto G4 Plus. Ang pinakatalo niya in my opinion is the processor. Medyo mababa yung processor for what you're paying for. Alright, so that's the Moto G4 Plus. May fingerprint scanner, may front-facing speakers na malakas. But bukod doon, let's talk about the Moto Z Play. Ito mamamahalan din kayo because this is essentially like the Zenfone 3, right? Think of this as the Zenfone 3 except slightly ano ba to? The Moto Z Play is like a Zenfone 3 but with yung modular kabit-kabit stuff. Mga kuyas, worth it pa ba bumili ng Moto E sa halagang 4K this 2016? Yung old Moto E? May kilala akong bumili niyan. He was satisfied naman. Asan yun? Ito, 4,000? Dude, this is a good phone. Holy shit, naglalag ako. No lag! Wait lang. Bawas, antayin natin yung lag, mabawasan ng konti. Swimming tayo sa lag. Swimming. Okay, wala na. I think Lazada is very lag prone. This is the Moto E 8GB variant. This was launched last year. I think this is still a good phone, and for the price of 4,000 pesos, this is pretty good. Now, granted, you can get a lot more phone for 4,000 pesos, but it's hard to beat something that Motorola has made. And let's read some of the reviews, no? After a few months and when it stopped working good, this is still good. They fixed it free of charge. You get pay for. The phone is fast and it has good build quality. The specs are awesome for this price. Not happy with the item. Heats up so quick. I don't even play games with it. Worth it. Fast, reliable, and easy to use. Simple but classy. Upgraded to Android 6.0. Wag lang sa sobrang high graphic games. Okay. Boys and girls. Tama narinig nyo, boys and girls. Pambata lang itong phone na to. Okay siya, basic phone, pero kung heavy user kayo ng internet, games, etc., kuha na lang kayo ng ibang phone para mas mataas specs. Pros, battery life mas matagal sa iPhone 5 at Zenfone 2. Laser with 3,000 mAh. Mabilis processor, daily use, gaya calls, text. Cons, kung gamit ka GPS like Waze, Google Maps at lalo pang browse web, nako, super bagal at super laggy, iba na lang dami sa Lazada mas magaganda. Many thanks nga pala sa Lazada. Grabe, super bilis, blah 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 blah. I think it's worth it. Just don't expect too much about the phone. I still like Motorola products, and ang pinaka magugustuhan mo dito is the call quality, the signal quality, and build quality. Alright, that's a Moto E. Hindi siya yung bagong launch today. Alright, the Moto Z Play, like I said. This is like a Zenfone 3 standard, but with the modular back. So, let's look at the specs. Android 6.0 Marshmallow, wala pang sinasabing Nuggets no glory dito. This is running on the Snapdragon 625, same as the Zenfone 3. Now, the Zenfone 3 I do like. The processor in the Zenfone 3 I do like. It is full of bloatware though. The Zenfone 3 is full of bloatware. But the processor has been proven to be very good, in my opinion. It's not the best processor in the world, but it is one of the better processors you can buy. I actually wish local brands would actually use a Snapdragon 625. But somebody local brand, please make a Snapdragon 625 phone. Somebody from the local brands. Star Mobile? I think Star Mobile ang best na makakakuha ng Snapdragon 625. Maybe. Pero alam nyo naman, si Star Mobile is more premium brand. So baka magalit kayo kung nakita nyo siya for 15,000. Anyway, Snapdragon 625 is a very good processor. Now, the price on this phone is a little high, $22,999. So this is more expensive than a Zenfone 3. Maasa pa tayo SD430 flagship na eh. I know, right? May vlog pa nga dyan, sabi world-class performance yung Snapdragon 430. Panalo eh. Saka mga jakulan na lang ngayon yung mga vlog ngayon. 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of storage with micro SD. Let's see, 5.5-inch Super AMOLED. This is very nice. I like AMOLED displays. Super AMOLED 1080p. We have a 3510 mAh battery. That's pretty big. The battery is pretty big. This is actually, if you want a better battery life, a Moto Z Play is better than the Moto Z, which is higher spec. You get the water repellent nano coating as well. Good. Single nano SIM. Wait, single nano SIM lang siya. Walang dual SIM version. 16 megapixel camera. This may be the same as the Moto G4. I don't know, but it's a 16 megapixel. The front camera is 5 megapixel. Now it says right there it has Moto mods and USB Type-C. We'll talk about the Moto mods once you see the video. Front ported earpiece loudspeaker. As usual, we have a front speaker. And then we have 4K video at 30 FPS. So, pretty good. Let's look at the video. Let's look at my selfie muna.
So we're
Selfie.
getting up to the more interesting smartphones in the Moto line. We are now up to the Moto Z4 Play. This is a 22,899
Z4 Play yung sabi ko. Why did I say Z4 Play? It's the Moto Z Play.
Display at 3,500 milliamp. I think 3,510 milliamp hour battery. But what sets this apart is this
may
is
kodigo ako sa
modular
left hand ko.
phone. And just like another phone that comes with it, you can slap some new mods on top of this guy, just like this guy, which is just a extra sort of wooden back. This comes with, you're getting 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of storage with
Nagbabasa ako
micro
ng
SD,
nagbabasa ako
and I
ng
believe
kodigo
it also comes with one of these free mods in the box. So $22,999 for this guy, and I believe the battery is pretty big. You're getting a lot of performance and a lot of stuff in here.
Alright. Let's look at the hands-on part. Asan ba yan? This might be it. Yeah, ito silver. Itong puti yung Moto Z Play. Yung nakita kong Moto Z Play. So, here's the Moto Z Play. Hindi mo siya pwedeng i-on with the fingerprint. Napansin ko. Ambient display, good. It looks like the Moto G4 sa harap. The fingerprint scanner nasa harap din. But this one is... Let's look at... Wait lang. I want to talk about the G4 muna. The G4. Kasi bakal yung size ng G4. G4 Plus. Hindi siya masyadong halata kasi removable yung back. Pero yung sides niya is bakal. There it is. Right, there you go. Anyway, that's the G4 Plus. The Z Play is this. Ito, complete bakal yung sides. Hindi mo matatanggal yung battery. But it looks similar to the G4. Yung likod lang yung iba. Because this is now the phone where you can modify it by adding mods. Moto mods is what they call it. Nakita mo yung mga pins sa likod. It has the Moto mod pins. So you can add on stuff. Ito, magdidikit ako ng kabil ng ano. Yan. So this is the JBL speakers na pwede mong dagdag. So magkakaroon ka ng boom boom tugs speaker sa likod ng ng phone mo. Yeah, I know you've already seen these sa mga topics natin before, and I'm sure hindi mo na kailangan i-explain sa inyo kung ano yung Moto Z and the Moto mods. But at least if you wanna see what they do, that's how they work. Kinakabit mo lang siya. Parang lang siyang Lego sa likod ng telepono mo. And they're trying to build more mods for these phones. Wala pa masyado. There's like 5 mods. So I'll show you the mods, Ito, here we go. So, bukod dun sa parang back cover mod lang. The leftmost mod here is a power bank na dindikit sa likod. This one is the JBL Sound Boost. I believe this is a speaker and power bank in one. What's up, bro? Hey, it's Kuya Rowie. Kuya Rowell. This is the Moto mod that is a mini projector, super micro projector. Keep in mind, hindi siya HD projector, hindi siya big bright projector. It's just a mini projector for small videos that you want to show to small groups of people. And then we have the Hasselblad True Zoom camera attachment. This is not something I suggest you get. The Hasselblad one. Based on reviews, hindi maganda yung Hasselblad. But ano talaga siya? It's a product that was invented only for the reason na magkakaroon ng Hasselblad camera sa Moto Z. But I don't suggest you get one of these Hasselblad mods because they're a little pricey. Well, let's talk prices on these mods. Paper. Okay, all right. So, can you see? Hindi niyo makikita to. So the Moto Shell, yung dummy back lang starts at 699, 700 pesos. The leather back is 999, so 1,000 pesos yung leather back. The power pack, this one, mababa lang yung battery, 2,200 milliamp hours. This is 5,000 pesos. The JBL speakers is 5,500. So kung ganun lang, bumili ka na lang ng JBL speaker, dadagdagan mo lang 500 eh. Yung Hasselblad True Zoom is 14,100 pesos. So 14,099 pesos. Little pricey. Like I said, you should just buy a separate camera. The Moto InstaShare projector is 15,000. Basically, just don't buy the projector and the Hasselblad Zoom because we're not gonna need it. The JBL is probably the most practical of all of these mods, at least for now. And may promo sila. May promo sila na if you buy it within October 21, 22 to 23. If you buy the Moto Z Play or the Moto Z within those 3 days until tomorrow. Until tomorrow. Wala na tayo masyadong oras. If you're gonna buy it, you gotta buy it now. If you buy it by tomorrow, you get the JBL Sound Boost for free. Which is 5,500 peso value. I don't suggest you buy one necessarily unless you really want one. But it's a good incentive if you want to buy one. Just buy one now, tomorrow, because you're gonna get the JBL Sound Boost. That being said, I need some time to talk philosophically. I need some time to be philosophical about the Moto Mods and the Moto Z ecosystem. Kasi this is not a product that we should be discussing too much about specs. Ba't nawala yung title nitong note nito? My OneNote is acting up so bad. Okay. Remember when? Remember the days? Remember when we saw Project Ara? Remember when people were so excited about Project Ara? I want you to go back to that time. I want you to remember that time when people were super excited about Project Ara. Kasi I want to make a point. Sabi ni Davis Torres, bakit kaya hindi nila isama yung Moto Z Force? The Moto Z Force is exclusive to Verizon. Despite the fact that I want a Moto Z Force because it is definitely the better phone versus the Moto Z, Verizon basically has si Verizon has been a partner of Motorola US for a long time now, and Verizon has in the past have created exclusive phones with Motorola before. So the reason why wala tayong Moto Z Force, which is a better phone than the Moto Z, is because the Moto Z Force is another one of those phones that Verizon has exclusively created with Motorola, and it would not have been possible without Verizon. I think Verizon just pays Motorola to build them one phone exclusive to Verizon. I think that's what happens. Basically, Verizon is like, here's $1 million. Build one phone for us that is not available anywhere else. And I think that's the Moto Z Force. So unfortunately, we can't. The Moto Z Force is a shatter-proof Moto Z with a bigger battery and a better 16 megapixel optically stabilized camera. We're not gonna get it, unfortunately. Just how it is. Verizon may control dyan. Anyway, going back to the philosophical stuff, di ba? So sabi ko, people were so excited about Project Ara, right? Remember? Right? So Project Ara is dead, unfortunately. Unfortunately, due to market difficulties, basically, technical and market difficulties. Basically, it's hard. It's hard to make a good modular phone. Number one, it's hard to make a good modular phone. Number two, it's hard to market a good modular phone. I don't need to explain what Project Ara is naman, right? It's the Google-backed smartphone project na pwede mong tanggal kabitin yung parts of the phone to create an entirely different phone customized to your needs. You want a better camera, tanggalin mo yung stock camera niya, palitan mo ng mas magandang camera for the Project Ara module, right? Now, like I said, kinancel siya ng Google this year due to technical and market difficulties. Now, after the Project Ara thing happened, there were modular phones that came out, namely the LG G5 earlier this year, and now the Moto Z line, right? LG G5 and Moto Z line. The thing that I want to stress here na napansin ko after lumabas yung LG G5. Now, the LG G5 had some other issues that were not because it was modular. So, hindi not necessarily yun yung problem niya. But particularly the Moto Z line, the number one complaint that I keep hearing from people from the Moto Z, the nakita yung Moto Z line, is that Moto Z is expensive daw. Right? Moto Z is expensive daw. Now, they're not wrong when they're saying Moto Z is expensive. But the thing is, this is what you wanted. modular is what you asked for. People, Moto C is expensive, but modular is expensive too. Is expensive. So, basically, don't complain when someone creates a modular phone, except it's a little expensive. That's my point. Because this will create the future of modular phones. This will usher in the future of modular phones. This is my point. It's expensive, yes, but please don't complain. Because you asked for modular phones. They're just giving you the modular phone that you asked for. It's not affordable, but what did you think it would be? Did you think it was gonna be affordable? Of course it won't be. Yun yung philosophical thing that I needed to talk to you about when it comes to modular phones. I'm not saying you should buy it. I'm not saying it should be bought immediately. But let's not complain about modular phones being expensive because we asked for this feature and they're giving it to us. And at least the least we can do is look forward to the future of modular phones by thinking that, okay, this is the first step of many towards a completely modular phone ecosystem. This is the first step of many. Liitan natin, wait. Of many towards a fully modular smartphone ecosystem. Right? May nakuha ba tayong aral dito, mga kuyas? May nakuha ba tayong aral dito? Magbasa na lang tayo ng Facebook kasi marami tayong natutunan dun. Sorry. That's I know this was a long tangent. Okay. Let's go back to the topic. Let's go back to the phones. So that's the Moto Z Play. It's 23,000 pesos, 22,999. Now the box that comes with the box of the Moto Z Play will come with a back and a little bumper case. A free mod sa likod that sticks to the back. Malapit na tayo matapos sa Moto Z. Malapit na tayo sa matapos sa Moto Z. Sa Motorola products. May kasama siyang little bumper case and a mod back na walang ginagawa, walang power bank, walang ano, it's just a back. I think for most people, this is one of the better phones you can get for a modular ecosystem. Number one, because malaki yung battery niya, 3,510 milliamp hours. Number two, may modular capabilities siya. And maganda yung performance niya. Maganda naman yung camera, 16 megapixels. And yun na nga. And may headphone jack siya. Keep in mind, sinabi ko may headphone jack. Because the next phone is one of those phones without a headphone jack. This is the Moto Z, the flagship of Motorola, and launched in the Philippines. This is the thinnest smartphone. If I remember correctly, the thinnest smartphone today. The Moto Z. Let's check the specs, right? Alright, so Android 6.01 Marshmallow. The processor is Snapdragon 820, the one of the toppest processors out there. 4 gigs of RAM. Tapititest na rin. Well, hindi tapititest, but one of the tapititest. 64 gigs of storage with micro SD. Good. The thickness of this phone is only 5.19 millimeters thick. This is super thin. Pag tinapat mo sa ibang phones to, kalahati lang ito ng isang phone. Alright? We have a 5.5-inch AMOLED display, Quad HD. So, hindi Full HD like the Z Play. This is Quad HD, just like typical flagships of today. We have a 2,600 mAh battery. Like ang sabi ko, tandaan nyo yung sinabi ko kanina, mas malaki yung battery ng Z Play versus the Z because of the thinness factor ng Z. 2,600 lang yung milliamperes batteries ng ng Z. Water repellent nano coating, very good. Let's see, SIM card nano SIM. I think NFC, yes. Dito mas maganda siya versus the Z Play. 13 megapixel optically image stabilized. OIS. Yung isa walang OIS. This is the only Motorola in the line currently with OIS. And then the front camera is 5 megapixels. And it also supports Moto mods with USB Type-C. But, look at this. There is no 3.5mm headphone jack. But it does come with a Type-C to USB to headphone converter. Wala siyang headphone jack, just like the iPhone 7. Nauna siyang i-announce na walang headphone jack before the iPhone 7 come out. So sila yung technically had the courage. Motorola was the one that originally had the courage to remove the headphone jack. But you do get the USB Type-C to headphone converter in the box. And you also shoot 4K 30 FPS. Alright, let's look at the video of the Moto Z. No, that's not it. Sorry. Lumix, CIM, Moto Z. Selfie muna, selfie.
Alright, so last but not least, we have the sound speaker.
Hello, Moto.
Your smartphone. So there you go. That is all of the
Ayan,
new...
pinagsasara na ako dito. Ayan. Anyway, Moto Z. This would be it. So itim naman yung unit na nahawakan ko. It looks like the Moto G4 and the Moto Z Play sa harap. It's still the 5.5-inch display, a fingerprint scanner sa harap, and capacitor buttons are on screen, not outside screen, right? The fingerprint scanner does not work as a... Look at that thinness, man. There it is. Manipis talaga siya, guys. Manipis. Sobrang nipis niya. It's almost kind of scary how thin the Moto Z is. And of course, you can add the mods as usual. But tingnan mo yung ilalim. Look at the bottom. There is no headphone jack. No headphone jack. There is a headphone converter, just like the iPhone. And here is the Incipio power bank or battery case, which you slap on like that, which is typical for a Moto mod. You know, Moto mod connected battery charging. 13 megapixel optically stabilized camera, and then 5 megapixel camera in front. All right. Woo! Is that all we need to know, or do you want 2,600 mAh for QHD display ang Moto Z? Kakailanganin nga talaga ng power bank. Kaya, sadly, that's the price you have to pay for the thinness of the phone. That's why ang suggestion ko for most people is to go for the Moto Z Play. You're getting a pretty good battery, 3,510 mAh, and you're getting a headphone jack. And plus, you're still getting the Motorola mod ecosystem. Now, ang pinag-aibang dito is advanced camera, ultra-thin design, Moto enhancements, performance. Durable, ultra-thin, 5.5-inch Quad HD design, fingerprint reader, all-day battery. Hindi totoo yan. Teacher, natok na po ako kasi bawal matulog sa klase. Bawal matulog. Bawal matulog. Snapdragon 820, blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, the front-facing camera has a LED flash. So yun yung Moto Z. It's little expensive, but also not as expensive as other flagship phones. You're getting it for 33,999. 34,000 pesos. Whether that is something you can get behind, whether that price is something you can get behind or not, will depend on you. Alam ko marami nanonood sa BTS na medyo ang budget is hindi man naabot ng 10,000 pesos. Wag Huwag na tayo maglokohan, right? Hindi naman masama na budget mo mababa. But for the people who are interested in this, or at least the people who are who have these kinds of budgets, this could be an okay choice for them. Kasi mas mahal pa rin naman si S7, si iPhone. By a little bit na lang. Hindi na masyadong malaki yung difference sa presyo. But like I said, you are paying, balik tayo dito. This is the first step of many towards a fully modular smartphone ecosystem. So you are paying a little bit extra for that privilege of being the first of many towards a fully modular smartphone ecosystem. Tama si Davis Torres, may OIS si Moto Z. Si Moto Z Play is 16 megapixel but no optical stabilization. Allowance lang ni Inday yan, sabi ni Mylong. Pinis! So yun yung all of the unlocked. So Moto smartphones are available at Memo Express in Silicon Valley, SM North EDSA, SM Mall of Asia, and SM Mega Mall branches. Available soon at Lazada online store. I guess sandali na lang we talk about yung exclusives sa Smart and sa Smart and Globe, right? So Smart is the Moto G4 Play. So not the G4 Plus. This is the G4 Play. This is a low-end smartphone. It's like look at the specs. This is a Snapdragon 410. Baba. Snapdragon 410 eh. 2 GB RAM, 16 gigs internal, 2,800 mAh battery, 8 megapixel camera, 5 megapixel front. Mababa. Diba? Doon pa lang sa Snapdragon 410, mababa na eh. So, let's not delve too much into this, especially since it's exclusive at Smart 999. Right? The other one is the Moto G3 Turbo, which is mas luma pa ata to eh. So the Moto G3 Turbo, this one. Oh, this was last year. Okay. Dual SIM, repels water and dust. Okay. Ang pinagayabang ni Moto G3 Turbo is Android 5.1. Tama nga to. This was 2015. This is a Snapdragon 1.5 GHz octa-core. This is a Snapdragon 615 siguro to. 615 siguro to. 2 gigs RAM, 16 gigs of storage, 2470 mAh battery, water and dust resistant IP67, a little bit nice. 13 megapixel camera, 5 megapixel front. This was a 2013 phone, no doubt. But it is with water and dust resistant, and it is exclusive to Globe Plan 7999. 799. So anyway, those are the new Motorola phones. Woo! Medyo pinawi. Woo! Ang dami nun ah. That's 4 phones, 5 Moto mods, and 2 more exclusive to carriers. 4 plus 5, 11 devices. Kasama po ba ang Moto G4 Plus? Alin yung kasama? Yes, kasama. G4 Plus is... Wait. Ito yung G4 Plus, yung 13,999. You know, unlocked si G4 Plus to 13,999. We talked about this earlier already. Siya yung isa dito sa unlocked. This one, G4 Plus. 13,999. Then siya yung Snapdragon 615 with a full HD display, 16 megapixel camera, fingerprint sensor, 3,500 mAh battery. Not bad, but the Snapdragon 615 is a letdown a little bit. So yeah, that's all of the smartphones that we need to know about sa new Motorola stuff, and it's available, I believe, now. Kasi sinabi nila October 21 pwede ka nang bumili, which was yesterday. Yesterday. So that's all the Motorola stuff. Motorola is back. Hopefully they stay. And also yung ambassadors nga nila is Jadine. Tignan natin, ano bang video dito?
Ladies and gentlemen, the new Moto ambassadors, James Reed and
Whatever. Alright. Woo! Gusto nyo ba mag-recess? Gusto nyo mag-break? What do you want to do during the break? Basta tayo ng ano? No service. Kodak Ektra! Do you want to talk about the Nintendo Switch? Nintendo Switch? Switch? Wait lang. Ano pa yung may mabago? Okay. Nood na dyan din. Let's watch the Nintendo Switch announcement. This is an interesting... Wait, mag-start na tayo ng Antutu sa ano. I'm sure na-download na to eh. Alright, let's do the Antutu sa ating Vivo V3. Vivo Y55 pala. Y50. Ang hirap to ano pangalan? Y55? Why? Y55? Alright, nagsimula na siya. Let's watch the Nintendo Switch announcement. Without the music, without the sound. Ano hindi tayo masyado ma-flag ni Nintendo. So, here's this guy playing Zelda on a desk, lying down, slashing some dudes. Looks like cel-shaded graphics. There's a dog. And then, what does he do? Okay, his controller, tinanggal niya yung laman, yung controller niya, tapos kinabit niya sa tablet, binunot niya sa tablet. Malaki yung aso niya. So, naglaro siya ng Zelda, kinontinue na yung Zelda niya, outside on the tablet with the controllers na tinanggal niya doon sa controller niya. Which means the game is actually on the tablet. He's taking it away, he's taking it outside. Looks like, tingnan mo mabuti. The game is on a cartridge, just like the Nintendo DS, the 3DS, and whatnot. Ito na yun. Point, yeah. Narinig niyo ba yung Antutu sa likod? The game is on a cartridge. Hindi siya disc. Just the Wii and the Wii U had discs. But now it's on a cartridge. I don't know what repercussions that would make on the gaming ecosystem for the Wii U, or at least the Nintendo Switch, but tapos biglang nag-slide down yung controller sa tab. No, boom, basag. Yun ang pag-uusapan natin mamaya. So, I have some issues with something like this na maraming moving parts. So, si ate, holy. Ma'am. Pwede si ate. Alright. CDR King na yan. So, ito gusto ko. I like the kickstand, definitely. The headphone jack is pretty nice. The removable controllers is nice. It looks like he's playing Skyrim here. I don't know if that's true. There's no reason why, he's playing Skyrim for some reason. And then he puts it back on the console, and then meron na siyang iba pang controller to. Another controller. And he's definitely playing Skyrim. Right? Alright, so meron siyang barkada, okay, nilagay. What? Look at this, meron siyang slot sa van nila ng Switch. This is something I don't know, right? What is this? Namumula yung mata ko sa... What is that? What is this? Slow-mo. What is this? Saan mo nilalagay yung Switch mo? Meron kang car mount? So it looks like they're playing Mario Kart. And then ginagamit nila yung each controller, yung one of the each controller sa tinanggal nila. One guy is using one controller and the other is using the other controller on the same tablet. And then they're playing basketball And then, dalawa yung switch nila, tinanggal nila yung controller. 4-player basketball. Which is very interesting. Not complaining there, but you can see that they have 4 controllers. You can still use... Now she's playing Mario. Ate looks okay din. Alright, and then she's invited. Party tayo, ate! And then yun, kinabit niya yung tablet, tinanggal niya yung tablet. Okay. Punta siya sa party. Ito yung NX ko, ate. Oh, laro ka ng Mario. And then, wow! Oh my God! Yeah, hindi button. So, yun yung magandang So, ito yung esports. Walang joke lang to eh. Hindi ako naniniwala dito na esports. Wala kasing they're trying to get they're trying to catch on they're trying to win or get some attention sa esports community. Pero ang game nila that they're promoting is Splatoon. Splatoon is a good game, but I don't know if it can promote if it can get an esports league promoted. Alam mo problema ng Nintendo because the reason why nobody is treating it as an esports console or whatever game, because the problem with Nintendo is the online system. Nintendo has never been a good online system for it. That's why it doesn't promote esports, because the online system sucks. But ang ano ko dito is my thoughts about the Nintendo Switch is let's bring up the sulat-sulat again, I guess. Alright, let's talk about the Nintendo Switch. So, Nintendo Switch. Okay, so what is the Nintendo Switch, right? What is the Nintendo Switch? It's a home console with detachable tablet, with detachable controllers, with cartridge games, right? Ano pa kailangan? That's basically it, right? It's a home console with a detachable tablet that you can take anywhere, with detachable controllers with cartridge games. To make this possible, the tablet has all of the processing power, right? The game and etc. Right? The home console na kinakabitan niya, Smash siguro is possibly the best for esports nila. Because it is an offline esport. Bihira ka mag-Smash online tournament. It's an offline game. That's yung Splatoon, you're not gonna make that an esport because of the online system of Nintendo is very bad. Yeah, it is a Tegra processor also. Keep in mind this is an NVIDIA processor. Yeah, okay. So, this kind of technology, NVIDIA Tegra pa, it's a nice processor, but it's also a mobile processor. You can't get desktop performance on this guy. Not that I'm saying you need desktop performance in this guy, but I'm trying to lower let's first lower our expected graphics performance. Because now no mobile processor can perform as good as a desktop grade or console grade, home console grade device. Most likely this will still have fans on the tablet to keep the processor cool, the machine cool. Because if you wanna get performance, you need some cooling. Well, okay lang yan, no problem. The NVIDIA Shield had a fan on the actual game unit. Anyway, point is, you're not gonna get desktop performance on this. Think about it. The PS4 is based on an x86 architecture. The Xbox One is an x86 architecture. The graphics cards are x86 architecture. running, designed with the fans in mind, designed with, processors that are x86 in mind. This is a mobile device. Yes, tama si Boss RJ. It looks like may fan bend. Boss RJ, sorry kung low quality lang stream namin ngayon nahirapan na, I don't have my proper internet today. So it does most likely have a fan on it. Now, let's consider this for a moment, that this is actually a handheld games console, not a home console per se. Kung 4K game streaming, kuya, pwede na siguro yung Tigra. Kung isi-stream mo from a PC. Now, my point here is this is actually a handheld games console because the performance is based on a mobile device, on a mobile games console. It's not a home-based, house-based, sit down and put it next to your TV games console. It is a handheld games console that you can put down onto a dock that will output to a TV instead. So this is not a house console na nilagay mo sa tablet that you can play house console games on. This is a handheld console that you play handheld console games on, that you put down to play handheld console games on your TV. There's a difference there. This more likely competes with a 3DS than it does compete with the Nintendo Wii U or the PS4 or the Xbox One. But that's not what we're talking about here. Games are still games. And if the games are good, then it doesn't matter if the performance is console is yung home console or handheld console. Let's talk about the accessories. This is where I think it will get a little hairy. So the tablet, so there's a left controller plus tablet in middle plus right controller. Now, both controllers are wireless. All are wireless. Now, I have no problems with wireless controllers. They're very good. But think about this. When you boot up the console, there will be 3 battery percentages. One for each. There will be a battery life for the left controller, the battery life for the tablet, and the battery life for the controller on the right. Speaking of which, what is the battery life? What is the battery life? If you're powering something like this, if you're playing games on this, it will eat your battery. And even the best gaming tablets out there with large batteries have struggle to play long games for a long time. But that is to be expected. Even the PS Vita has issues with, I mean, it's got like 5 hours of battery life. But sabi sa mga merong dev kit na kapag naka-dock, nagpo-full power yung device, kaya kayang mag-run ng 4K. Okay. Kapag out of dock, parang may power efficient profile with your reduced graphics quality. Current projections is 3 hours battery. Oh my god, okay. 3-hour battery life projected. Okay. Estimate. So the theory was high power mode on dock, power saving mode on mobile. It makes sense. Kung ARM-based games yung sa Switch, di pwedeng ma-port to Android devices. It might be possible since it's a Tegra processor. It might be hard to get through the system protection to get to root it though, to change the ROM. But it might be possible. Given that it's the same, it's a ARM processor. Anyway, medyo mahirap yan. That's far into the future in my opinion. So, what is this? That might yung high power mode on the dock. It might be the best way to handle yung handheld power versus home console power. I think let's get back to the video. I think I have one issue with the design. Not that there's a problem necessarily. I'm just saying that it's a little too much to work with. There's a lot of moving parts here that I don't like. One thing that I want to say is, okay, so you have detachable controllers. I don't think you need detachable controllers. That's what lalagay ko. Isusulat na natin yan. I don't think you need detachable controllers. Treat it like a one-piece handheld na lang sana. I don't understand why you need to put it on a table. It's nice to share your gaming your gaming games with other people, but we've grown accustomed to playing on our own while holding the thing and playing on the thing. Why is it so hard? Why do we have to have it wireless? The use case that you need to put it down on a table to play two-player games or whatever, it seems like too much of a hassle to design a device with removable controllers just for that possibly small occasion that you will need two controllers to play two-player games on a single tablet or single mobile console. The answer to that is just buy another console, buy another Switch. If you are two people if you have a PS Vita, let's say PS Vita, this is a handheld console, di ko na kailangan tanggalin yung console. Just buy another Vita, dude, and we'll play multiplayer on two Vitas. Why do you need to make the controllers detachable to be able to play two-player in one one Nintendo Switch and risk the engineering problems of removing the controllers pa? Kasi this is an engineering problem for the engineers, because it's gonna be you have to make these detaching controllers matibay. You have to make the mechanical motion of removing and installing the controllers as good as possible. And the more moving parts, the more prone to breakage ang isang console. I think the best way to handle this, in my opinion, is to just not remove the controllers. And ganito na lang siya, isang tablet na lang siya, you play like this. Huwag mo nang tanggalin yung controllers. When you put it on the dock, you play on the Pro controller that this guy is playing on. Baka motion sensing. It's possible they're motion sensing. Wala naman daw pinakita motion sensing. So, ito yung suggestion ko lang. Well, I know hindi na siya magbabago because dinesign na nila, but I would suggest not having the removable controllers na, because it's a little bit of a pain in the ass to manage that. Plus yung battery life ng controllers. And what if you lose one of these controllers? And those small controllers also has this in-between connector thingamajig. Nandito eh. There's a little too much stuff to keep track of, in my opinion. Asan na yung hawak niya? So, he detaches the controller. Ito. Ano to? There's another thing in between the two halves of the controller. So, you can control. Yan, yung ano. Ito. So, tinanggal niya pa doon. You now have another device to keep track of in your home that is wireless. And you're gonna charge this one as well. So, how many devices do you need to charge? one controller, two controllers. The middle controller, that's 3. The tablet, that's 4. And then yung Pro controller, that's 5. That's 5 accessories that could be lost. That could be lost. Any one of these. Malaglag mo, matanggal mo, masira, mabato, mabasa, matago, mawala. Like a remote control. You lose remote controls all the time. 5 moving parts. Strategy ni Nintendo for more profit. It's very possible. I don't know. I forgot to put in the chat in this window that I have. Wait. YouTube chat. Where's the YouTube chat? There we go. Holy crap. We've had this whole show wala akong chat. My God. I'm so sorry. Sorry kung I forgot the goddamn chat. Baka yun yung base station for the motion sensor, just like Razer Hydra. Base station. Baka magkaroon ng different controllers for some games. Hopefully not. I don't want more stuff. I for one think Nintendo needs to simplify a little bit. To dumb it down a little bit, because I think there's too many moving parts here. But like I said, there's 5 things you need to keep track of: the left controller, the right controller, the middle in between those controllers, the tablet, and the Pro controller. Bukod dun sa console, which you leave on the table. I mean, I'm sure Nintendo can manage it, but think of the products that Nintendo has built that is feasible. It's always one piece. There's a dual screen handheld, it's one piece. Now there was the Wii with the nunchuck and whatever. It was a little complicated, but at least, you know, I don't know. Magulo pa rin eh. I think, yeah. I don't know about this, the detachable controllers. Di pa natin alam kung ano yung base purchase niya dyan sa mga pinakita. Yes, that's true. We don't have the price yet. The other thing that I need to discuss is, na-mention ko na before, is that it's a cartridge-based system. Now, I don't know how cartridges how far cartridges have become. But DVDs can go up to 9 gigabytes and is like what? Like I'd say $2 to create, $5 cost. Cartridges are typically very expensive. Now I don't know how well the cartridge design ng Nintendo has come. Gaano kalaki kaya yung screen? Baka for VR din yung screen size na yan. No way. I think there was a design doc or design there was rumored specs specs of Nintendo Switch. They said it was 7-inch 7-inch let's see. May specs na, well, hindi specs ata to. Naglabas ng press release kasi sa NVIDIA. No, hindi niya sinabi. So there were rumored specs, right? Let's read up on the ano yun? I thought I have a website open about the Nintendo. There we go. Ang nabasa ko was 7-inch display. Oh, thanks. So, oh my God, where was the press release? Crap. Switch. I had the press release open. I had the press release open. Hardware. What is this? No, that's a picture. Nintendo Press. No, hindi yan eh. Sorry, I lost it. There was a list of people about Nintendo support. Switch. Okay, this might be it. Error, there, finally. Nintendo's Switch World Premiere demonstrates new entertainment experience from a home gaming system. Ito yung, at least we have a list of people developing games for it right now, and it's actually pretty good. We have 505 Games, Activision Arc System Works, that means it's a fighting game, probably. Atlus, we have Bandai Namco, Capcom, Codemasters, Electronic Arts, Epic Games, From Software, Frozen Byte, Koei Tecmo, that's another Konami. They still make games. Marvelous Entertainment, Platinum Games, that's good. Sega, Square Enix, Starbreeze, Take-Two, Telltale, Ubisoft, Warner Brothers. That's Warner Brothers is Batman, and Web Technology. I don't know. So I don't know if they're confirming some games here. Some of the publishers, developers, and middleware partners announcing support for Nintendo Switch are as follows. May gallery pala dito eh. So yun yung ano. Here's the little in-between thingamajig. Here's the actual console. Here's the tablet. It's a relatively large screen with the controllers. I don't know what this little D-pad is on over here. I think merong minus and plus buttons lang siya eh. I think it's like a select start, minus and plus. And mapapansin mo, we mentioned this before, there's no D-pad here. It's an up, down, left, right, but it's buttons just like the PlayStation controller. Reasoning for this is once you detach it, it can stand alone as a ABXY. Instead of up, down, left, right, it can stand alone. Pag if you turn it sideways, it's an ABXY. Screen plus 2 motion controllers plus weird base station equals VR. Nah. Wala siyang ano tag dito? Wala siyang receivers. So Nintendo Switch console, Nintendo Switch dock. So it is the console itself yung nasa gitna. It says right there Nintendo Switch dock. Alright, yung controller. So Joy-Con left, Joy-Con right, and then they call the game cartridge Game Card. Nintendo Switch Pro controller, yung mukhang actual controller. We have the Joy-Con grip. I wonder kung alin parts of this design is part of the actual main unit, and which parts of these are products you buy after the fact. Ako, I think you get out of the box, you get the Switch console, you get the Switch dock, and nothing else, and the left and right Joy-Con, right? I think optional I think I want to say the Joy-Con grip is optional, and then the Pro controller is also optional. That's my what I think. It's definitely a transformable device. It's like if game consoles turned 2-in-1 tablet hybrids. It's promising, but I don't know what the Tigra processor can do when it comes to games. But you know, nothing wrong with experimenting. It's just that there's a lot of moving parts. That's all I'm concerned about. There's a lot of moving parts here. It would be nice if the moving parts were engineered really well, that we will not have problems. Once ako kasi I'm not gonna lose these controllers. I'm maingat ako, and I'm an adult. But there are lots of households out there, and a lot of Nintendo fans out there that are not one single adult like me, who knows what they're doing with games and stuff like that. When your system will be based on the temperament of children, they're not advertising it for children actually, but when your console system will be based on the temperament of a lot of children, not whether it be by choice or by not, if you have friends over, if you have children over, if you have your pamangkin over, some parts of this product that has a lot of moving parts will have problems. May matatanggal. Maglaro tayo ng Mario Kart. They play Mario Kart and then nawala yung isang controller. That will happen in a lot of households. Not necessarily my household. I take care of my stuff. And I don't... usually, I watch over my stuff even if people are playing over it. But there's a lot more households where their mothers and mommy and daddy are like out there cooking food while they have friends over, and then your friends are, yung mga minsan yung barkada nung anak mo is like barumbadong, walang kwenta, nagalit, ayoko na maglaro, gagawin niyo yung ano. So there's a lot of moving parts. There's a screen you can touch, you might be able to destroy, I don't know. So like I said, it's a lot of things need to be answered. But at least for the most part, the idea of it, the idea of the Nintendo Switch is amazing, because just if you think about, if I can take my PS4 outside and play PS4 games on a tablet thingamajig, and I can play PS4, holy crap! If I can play like what? If I can play Uncharted and take my PS4, take it outside and play Uncharted, oh my god. Right? If I can play full Borderlands outside, right? Fallout 4. If I can play Fallout 4 on one of these handheld gaming consoles, amazing. Right? And then wow, I can just put it on the table, play like this, just like I have a small TV. And I'm controlling it like this. I'm like, wow, look at that. It's nice. The idea is super nice. They need to execute on it really, really well for it to succeed. We're talking about the Tiger processor here. I'm not expecting Fallout 4 on a Tiger processor, but hey, you know, things could happen. A lot could happen between now and March 2017. What's gonna be the price? How much are how much is the console gonna cost? How much are the games gonna cost? How many games will there be? What else can the device do? So I'm not necessarily parang 100% saying, wow, amazing, let's go. But I'm saying there's a lot of things that could go wrong. There's a lot of things that must go right. You know. Anyway, whew, I don't know. I'm sorry. Sorry, I know I always go on a super long tangent, pero these are the things we gotta talk that stuff's about. So the comments says gaano kalaking screen plus 2 motion Pohawk, sabi ni Aaron, para saan kaya yung Joy-Con grip? What do you mean Joy-Con grip? Yung ano, yung in between? Ay, well, never mind. Yon, so that's the Nintendo Switch. It's coming March 2017. It's an exciting product. And if Nintendo manages to do good, execute well by it, then it might be one of the most exciting consoles out there. And if you think about it, well, supported ata sa Switch yung creation engine ng Fallout 4. So, depends on market studies na lang yan. If you think about it, anybody is welcome to buy a Switch. You know why? Because it's a portable console that nobody else has. Because I have a PS4. I can't take the PS4 out of my house. Or at least I can't play the PS4 while I'm on a van or on the bus. I have a PS Vita, but it's not always the best thing to play games on, and it's not always what I call a console quality experience. It's a good game console, but it's not the best, the portable game console out there. If Nintendo comes into the market and tells me, what's up, Aaron Ballesteros? Nag-recess ka? Ang topic natin is the Nintendo Switch. This guy. If you were telling me, Nintendo, that if you sell me a portable games console with the side effect na magkakaroon ako ng home console at the same time, then it wouldn't be as bad as I would think na parang, I don't want to buy another home console because I have a PS4. But if you told me that it's actually a portable games console with a home console add-on or extra bonus round home console, then I'm sold. Because I will use this primarily as a portable games console. I will run around Metro Manila in a bus. I will play Nintendo freaking Switch, man. I'm gonna play like fucking Mario Kart. Right? And then makikita tayo, oh my god, fucking Mario Kart. You got a fucking Mario. I want to play fucking Mario Kart, dude. It might be a new console revolution when it comes to portable games. Kasi, yun na nga eh. Like, it supposedly does two things. It supposedly does the home console and the portable console. And that bridge might be the actual key that we need to say that we need both. We want to own this because it can do both. Tapos biglang nalaglag yung tablet. Yun yung lagi natin pinag-uusapan yung visit na removable shit eh. Ayoko talaga yung removable shit. I don't want that. That's too complicated for me. Too complicated to engineer. Too hard to execute on. But hopefully Nintendo does it. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. What is the Antutu score of the VY? Okay, here we go. Nagi-green screen. Paano ka makakascore sa Gamer Girls kung one player lang siya? Palaruin mo siya. Iubot mo sa kanya yung actual buong game console. You don't have to be two-player. Bigay mo sa kanya yung Tapos sabihin mo, ate, tuturuan kita. Tapos gawin mo siya. Di ba? Ganyan. Ito, pakit niya. Ganunin mo. Tapos Android lang pala. That would suck. Well, actually, it might not. Pero Android games suck, man. Alright, the Antutu score of the VY55. Mali ang pinipindot ko. Full screen. Bigyan mo siya ng joystick. There you go. Mataas. 42K, 42128. This is a Snapdragon 430. According to Sensor Box, meron siyang gyroscope. Yeah, gyroscope. Right? What else do you need to know? Camera? Testing. Medyo hindi ganun ka Wow, the B-Boy phone. Paano naging B-Boy phone? The front camera is I don't like it so much. I'll email these pictures to myself. I'm not too impressed. But then again, this is 8,000 pesos. Email ko sa sarili ko. That'll show you. Yun lang, baka mag-lag tayo. Wait lang. Kodak. Send. Alright, I'm emailing it now. Pokemon Go is dead. Of course Pokemon Go is dead. It's a piece of crap game. There's nothing interesting to do on Pokemon Go, pare. Nothing. Nothing interesting. Alright, so what's our next topic here? Kodak? Well, ano pa ba yun? Let's check out our topic list here. Alright, so we're still doing the Vivo Y55. We talked about the Motorola. We talked about the Nintendo Switch. Let's talk about the Kodak. This is the most interesting product I've seen recent. And as far as smartphones are concerned, this is the most interesting smartphone in 2016 for me. So far, everything else has been super boring. I'm not saying it's the best smartphone, but at least it's interesting. Available na ba sa Pinas yung Xiaomi Redmi Note 4? Nope. It would be gray market though. Brian Paul. Let's look at Widget City kung meron siya. Let's see. Xiaomi. Redmi Note 4, here we go. 9,000, 5 to 10, 8. This is gray market. This has quote-unquote service warranty. Service warranty is basically like shit warranty, except they'll take your phone and try to repair it. Xiaomi Mi Box? Matagal pa yun. Why are you asking? Hindi darating sa Pilipinas yan, of course. Xiaomi is like not even considering the Philippines anymore. 6797. Oh, it's a Helio X20. 4,000 mAh battery. The Xiaomi Redmi Note 4 service warranty. Let's look at the 3GB RAM. So the 3GB RAM variant most likely is 10,000. That's not a bad price, but it is an imported no warranty phone though. Kuya, bakit dito sa Extras channel ka nag-BTS? Na flamethrower yung livestream natin sa kabila eh. Hopefully by December medyo umokay na yung livestream natin sa kabila. But we are temporarily nandito. Plus yung internet ko palpak din. So both palpak ngayon, yung livestream and yung internet. But hopefully, you know, we manage. We can manage. It's actually a really good phone. Been testing it out sa mall kanina. Yeah, but you know, it's walang warranty. Ang issues ko dyan is walang warranty, and the Xiaomi ROM is just obnoxious at this point. It's so obnoxious. So bloated. I don't like it. Puwa moves na naman si Alex. Anong Puwa moves? Anong ginawa ko? What did I do? Meow meow. Alright. Kodak Ektra. Kodak Ektra. Do you pronounce this as extra or Ektra? Are they purposely misspelling extra to be Ektra, parang kasi Kodak? Or is it actually Ektra, like an ectoplasm? Kodak Ektra. This might be the most interesting product, smartphone thingamajig of the recent year. Pa-demo ulit ng controller moves si Kuya. Ano controller moves ko? Ito? Okay. You know, the one thing that is good about the Nintendo Switch, walang mga overreacting na mga naglalaro yung gamers, yung mga fake gamers na nag-overacting. Wow! Tapos may mga babae na mga ganun. Walang overreacting. That's good. Kodak Ektra is a camera phone by Kodak. Now, fair warning, the Kodak today is no longer the Kodak of yesterday. Kodak, the brand, has been bought out by different brands now. And I don't know kung mayroon pa natitira that was used to be the Kodak of before. However, they still produce at least camera devices or whatever. So they still have some pedigree. And with the Kodak brand, maybe they have something here that is worth looking into. And me personally, I want to look into this because I've always wanted one of these phones. I don't want any of those compromised devices na bulok yung camera. I don't want something that is like super bloated or whatever. This is the Kodak Ektra camera phone. Now, based on conversion, this is like 449 US pounds, Great British pounds, which converts to about 26,000 pesos. Basically, the processor on this is a Helio X20 Deca or whatever. Anyway, let's look at the phone itself muna. Made with Kodak Ektra, it's a camera phone, right? For over a century, Kodak has made tools to help anyone create. Combines timeless Kodak simplicity with the freedom to capture, shape, and share any moment. A unique hybrid of photography innovation and DSLR functionality, Kodak Ektra puts in the moment creative control at your fingertips. Now, this is a slightly thicker smartphone than usual. There's a very detailed camera menu system. It's just a camera menu system. Everybody has camera menu systems now. Everybody has manual control. So it's not about that. It's about the hardware, mostly. a classic is reborn again. Actually, there is a Kodak Ektra back in 1950 or something like that, but now they're remaking it today. So steel rimmed lens, number one, steel rimmed lens. Supposedly, at least dun sa hands-on na nakita ko, the steel rimmed lens you can actually twist to control something. That's nice. The textured finish, premium materials, Kodak Extra looks and feels like a camera with character because it is. From the classic Kodak styling and twisted design, blah 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 blah. So the camera here is a 21 megapixel camera with f2.0 aperture. Not the best aperture, but you know, not always aperture isn't always everything. With Kodak non-reflective lens coating, that's interesting, promising. We have optical image stabilization, which is good, and autofocus, obviously. Obviously, pare. 13 megapixel front-facing camera, which should be good for selfies. Face detection, autofocus, and HDR imaging, 4K video capture. So, shaping up to be a very good camera here. So what do we have inside? We have a Helio X20 deca-core processor, 3000 mAh battery, pretty good. Not the best, but pretty good. 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of storage with micro SD. We have a 5-inch full HD display, Corning Gorilla Glass, and lens protection. Pretty standard. They have some photo manipulation. I don't know if it means it can manipulate RAW though. So blah 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 blah. You can even print stuff. Print out for pictures. Okay, let's check out the specs. Alright, so we have a 24. Ang problema dito, they didn't tell us what the size of the sensor is. 21 megapixel main camera with Kodak non-reflective lens coating, f2.0 optical stabilization, 13 megapixel, which lahat yan nabasa na natin. There's not a lot of extra details here. You don't know if it's dual SIM, single SIM. Ano yung build? Ano yung NFC? No Xenon? Yeah, wala. I don't think it has Xenon Flash. Yung pahiramin si ate ng Nintendo Switch para sa the moves. LOL. Let's go back to the no. So let's look at some pictures and then let's read about. There's more details here. So all blogs and press releases here. So resources is just the photos here. Actually, kung gusto nyo ng damog, masisisi nyo na naman ako sa damog shit na yan, damog stuffs na yan eh. Here's some pictures. Now, it's not the thinnest phone out there, and then may bump siya dun sa grip. Ano nangyari? Oh, pala matagal mag-load ito kasi malalaki yung pictures. Next. Ito na lang tayo. Kodak Ektra smartphone key features. Rear camera, Sony Exmor RS 21 megapixel sensor. Which Exmor RS kasi maraming version, maraming ano eh. Maraming units ng Exmor RS, right? PDAF? No, PDAF is good. Don't worry about PDAF, it's fine. Wag lang yung pork barrel. So here we go. So we have advanced manual mode, familiar, blah 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 blah. Actually, hindi rin ganun karami kakompleto yung dito. At least we know it's Android Marshmallow though. 3000 mAh battery with USB 3.0 Type-C fast charging. As you can see, here's the price. Oh. The Kodak Extra smartphone will be priced at 449 British pounds and available across your IMX 230, IMX 2338. Okay, IMX 230. So the IMX 230 is 21 megapixel equivalent. Sensor size is 1/2.4 inch. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's one of the bigger sensors out there. 1/2.4 inch. The biggest ones are usually 1/2.3 right here, And 1 over 1.7 is very big na, but not a lot of phones I don't think any phone uses 1 over 1.7. The 1 over 2.4 is one of the bigger sensors out there. 1 over 2.3 yung mga sensors ng mga bagong smart. Pinaka top line iPhone and I believe Samsung uses a 1 over 2.3 inch. So 1 over 2.4 is not bad. Keep in mind, ang ano yan this number is basically the lower the numerator, right? Numerator yung 1, denominator yung 2.3. The lower the denominator is, the better because it is a larger sensor. Basically, if you say 1 over 1, that means a 1-inch sensor. Kind of. It's not all it's not always the sensor sizes are weird, but the bigger the equivalent after you do the dividing or the fraction, the better. So this is basically a 0.4 inch smaller, a 0.1 inch smaller than the 1 over 2/3. It's a little bit of a difference, but ate pa-testing ng camera ko, picture. Ito yung the moves ko dati. At least, hindi ito yung sasabihin ko sa ano eh. Ito yung the moves ko dati. Pag may phone yung kilala mo, wala lang, parang ano lang. Just, patingin ng phone mo and then take a picture of her with her phone. Take a picture of her with her phone because that, at least hindi obvious na you're parang, how do you say that? At least you're not taking a picture of her with your phone. Because that implies you wanted to take a picture of her. But if you're just testing her phone and take a picture of her with her phone, that means you're just testing out the camera on her phone. Then, i-Bluetooth mo sa sarili mo yung picture. Of course, that's not so much the moves, but more like fucking creepy shit. So it's not necessarily the moves, okay? That's as you can see, tingnan niyo yung millimeter square niya. 7.487 millimeter square versus the 1 over 2/3 is 7.87 millimeter square. So mas maganda yung 7.87 over 7.404. It's a little difference, but it's very big when it comes to camera sensors. Anyway, let's get back to it. 449 pounds is converted is about 26.5 pesos. Now I don't know if this is gonna arrive in the Philippines. Probably not. But I want to see the reviews at the very least. I want to see the reviews. I want to see if this is a good 4K camera with optical stabilization and blah 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 blah. It's promising. It's got a good processor on it. Maybe not as I wish it was a Snapdragon 625. But, you know, can't have everything. You can't have everything. It's promising. It's a camera phone with physical camera button made by Kodak, who used to make great cameras. So, one can hope. One can hope. Alright? That is the Kodak Ektra. Kodak Ektra. Let's look at some of these pictures. Of course, marami silang yung mga leather case. Ito nga, meron siyang ano eh, oh. Meron siyang parang it'll look like an actual camera leather case with half case ang tawag dito. Bottom half and top half cases. Matagal mag-load yung pictures, by the way. So there it is. If I can have a pocketable camera that has a good quality like this, then I'd be very happy. I'd be very, very happy. You know, pricing is a little high, but can't do much. Alright, that's it for the Kodak Ektra. We have a couple more topics to go. Let's see, Vivo, Motorola. So Motorola's done, Kodak is done, Nintendo Switch, and a little bit of the NVIDIA. You want to talk about NVIDIA? Let's play their video. Do you want to watch my video? Let's watch my video. That's why it's only 4 minutes. Where's my video? This one. It would be this one. Let's pause my music. See B-Boy phone now. What do you mean B-Boy phone? In gold? This is the GTX 1050 graphics card. Just launched this week. Available next week. Hey, what is up guys? Alex here from TechnoClass.com, coming to you with some hot off the press news. After much rumors and speculation, NVIDIA has finally revealed their newest Pascal graphics cards at a recent press event, the GeForce GTX 1050 and 1050 Ti. Here's everything you need to know about them. Number 1. The graphics cards are aimed at esports games like CSGO, Dota, League of Legends, and at least based on the presentation, popular games like GTA 5 and Gears of War 4. If you look at this slide, it compares frame rates to the GTX 650, where it mostly tripled. Let's look at these frame rates in more detail. So, here we go. I have the slides here. There it is. So, dinesign si GTX 1050, 1050 Ti to run most online or esports games at 60 frames per second 1080p. Yun na yung target ngayon eh. But they also targeted like stuff like Gears of War and whatnot, and GTA 5, which is very popular, diba? So, ang basahin natin yung specs niya. Run at 1080, Core i5 4670K. That's a middle ground processor for gaming, right? Grand Theft Auto 5, Gears of War 4 run at medium settings. Overwatch run at high settings. Dota and World of Warcraft run at highest settings. So, GTA 5, as you can see, they got 62 FPS, 68 FPS on Dota 2, 63 on Overwatch, 65 on Gears of War, and 68 on the World of Warcraft. So, pretty decent specs. The ones na natalo medyo talo is the medium settings ng GTA 5 and Gears of War 4, because those are more demanding games. But at least with the 1050, they're saying that just buy a 1050, you can play all of these games at pretty decent settings. Not the highest ever settings. But ito yung great entry-level way to get into gaming. Let's play the video. The FPS. In the next slide, they compare it to both the GTX 650, probably still use it for the Ti, with of course the Ti being higher spec. So here ito yung specs. The 650 has 640 CUDA cores, the Ti has 768. Interestingly, the rumors gave the 1050 a 768 CUDA core target, but unfortunately missed it. 2 gigs in isa, 4 external power needed. Wala siyang power
All of
needed.
them have
one display port, one HDMI, just the 1050. Benchmark, 25A. US $109. So the price here you go. $109 for the 1050, the lower spec variant, and the 1050 Ti is $139. If you do the conversion, that converts to about the Ti is just under 7,000 pesos, and the 1050 is about 5,600. However, these graphics cards will launch next week, but we have prices now for some local stuff. Alright, here. May pricing na ba dito? It's PC Hub, I think, has pricing. For one of the variants at the very least. Here we go. So here's the GTX 1050 from Zotac. This is the 1050 Mini 2G, 5,920. 6,000 pesos for one of these. Pretty good. You can play a lot of games with the 6,000 pesos here. Here's the 1050 Ti. It's priced at 7,960, so 8,000 pesos. A little bit higher, but this is overclocked overclocked a little bit. Here's a mini version for 7,300. Medyo mas maliit yung heatsink niya and stuff like that. This has 2 fans versus the one with the 1 fan. So, yun ang Zotac units nila na 1050 Ti. So this is good entry-level stuff for entry-level gaming. 1050, 1050 Ti. You can't complain. There's a lot of games you can play with this. Not the highest level games, but definitely you can play Overwatch in high settings. That's good. So that's it. Does this need much discussion? They're coming next week, October 25. So that'll be Tuesday. Available on Tuesday. This basically, alam ko maraming nanonood sa BTS community na target yung 750 Ti, which is a popular entry-level gaming graphics card. Price at 5,000 right now. Where is that? Open a browser here. Go tayo sa DynaQuest. Let's look at the 750 graphics cards right now. Let's see, from Zotac para mababa yung price. The 750 ng Zotac is 750 Ti is 5,000 pesos. And this is the product that is being replaced. Kind of not being replaced, but it is one of the most popular entry-level gaming graphics cards out there. Now, this will be heavily outperformed by the 1050 or the 1050 Ti. Tingnan nyo naman kasi yung comparison. The price difference is, yung price niya, ang liit ng difference, pero the performance, malaki yung difference. That's what I wanted to say. Holy shit, ano ba yung kailangan buksan? It's on the elements. Yeah, element and video projects and NVIDIA presentation. So, like I said, it's one of the most powerful or popular entry-level graphics cards today. But the performance, ito yung 750 Ti, this one, and then the 1050, just the 1050, not the 1050 Ti, is performing about 50% higher. Right there. About 50% higher than the 750 Ti. And the pricing is just the same. Like, dagdag ka lang ng 2,000, 3,000. Kung 4,999 yung 750 Ti, the GTX 1050, realistically, let's check out, ano yung PC Hub natin nakita ulit? Closed it again. What an idiot. $1050 ng PC Hub is only 1,000 pesos more. At least for the mini version, though. That's a mini version. But the performance should be as expected. Performance should be expected. Na ganun. Look at the graph. It's much higher in performance, and you can run this already at high with the 1050. The 750 Ti will likely struggle pa. Now, what was I gonna say? Forgot something. The 950. Let's look at the price of the 950. Because that is essentially, supposedly, what it would replace. Let's look at the 950. Low to high. Alright. GTX 950 is, there you go. The price is just dual fan OC. This is the more affordable one. The 950 na more affordable. It's already 7,530. 7,530. So you shouldn't buy this anymore. The pricing is just that much better now with the 1050. The 1050 has 2 gigs of RAM as well, but the performance is much better. Now it's not super huge difference versus the 950, but it's enough because the price is just the same. 7,530 the PC Hub, ang 1050 Ti. Not even 1050 Ti na pinag-usapan natin, ha. Mas mura yung 1050, 5,920 versus the 950, 7,530. So you have spare money. Instead of buying the 1050, you can buy the 1050 Ti for 7,960 versus the 950 at 7530. Overwatch, can't play that game since my net. Hindi naman kailangan ng magandang net. I mean, kailangan maganda yung ping, pero hindi mo kailangan mataas yung download and upload. Even low upload download kaya mag Overwatch. It's just you need really good pings, which is not so far not bad naman yung pings ko, but I don't like Overwatch. I don't like Overwatch. Kuya Alexi, kita ba yung crispy butts ng Overwatch girl pag 1050 ang CPU na gamit, ang GPU na gamit? Yes, as long as you have a good, I mean, yeah. Wag mo lang masyadong, actually you can probably run it at max but mababa lang yung frame rate mo. And you can definitely play 1080p. Eddie, the moves ka rin para maki-internet kay Kuya Alex. Wala nga akong internet eh. Palpak yung internet ko eh. Palpak yung internet ko. But this is very, very, this is very, very promising graphics card for a lot of entry-level people. Ayun lang, wala akong Overwatch. Inaantay ko pa sale. Wala eh, malabo si Blizzard eh. Alam mo naman si Blizzard, maghahaman sa pera si Blizzard eh. Bihira mag-sale si Blizzard. You should try Paladins. Paladins is free to play eh. It's like Overwatch. Paladins is like Overwatch. A lot of the champions, the heroes are like Overwatch champions. Oh, don't load so many shit. Maglalag yung stream ko. So all right, let's read one character. All right, this guy, Makowa, a salvage ship cannon that fires 600 damage, cannonball every second. That's the regular attack. Hurl your ankle and reel in an unsuspecting enemy. Oh, this is the yeah, pang cyber cafe, perfect yan. Exactly. Kasi hindi naman demanding games ang nilalaro sa sa net cafe eh. They play a lot of esports, Dota and whatnot, and this is one of the best graphics cards for mainstream use, mainstream gaming use, esports use, net cafe use. The price is just right. Oh, this guy is like Roadhog. Pero medyo iba. Drop your cannon and swing your anchor, dealing 600 damage in addition. Medyo iba naman ng konti yung ibang abilities niya. But I guess it's not exactly the same as it's not exactly the same as Overwatch, but it has concepts very similar to Overwatch. So let's look at some of these. Yeah, so embargoed until October 18th. Tapos na October 18th, so don't worry about it. That is the NVIDIA GTX 1050 and 1050 Ti. Definitely, well, if you're gonna build like a cyber cafe, most likely 1050s ang gagamitin mo from now on. In 2 days, it'll be out in 2 days. So I think that should be it. Oh, let's finish up with some. Oh yeah, let's check out my email so sarili ko to check out the photos that I took just now with the Vivo Y55. Now, don't expect too much, right? This is super low. I mean, super. Ba't isa lang yung picture? Front facing lang to. Super low light. That's what I wanted to say. Super low light photo. And also, since mababa yung bitrate ng stream natin, you can't see it as well. You can't see it much. But take my word for it. This is not the best camera I've tried. It might be a above average camera for the 8,000 peso price range though. So let's take a look at the Vivo phone. GTX 950 sa akin, di ko na kasi afford yung 960. Yeah, malaki yung difference ng 960. Let's talk about this phone. Let's talk about the Vivo Y55. Now we've already talked about the Vivo Y55 last week. This is Snapdragon 430 octa-core phone, which is pretty good. Snapdragon 430 is a good processor. Like I said, we got an Antutu score of 42,000. Load natin ulit para makita nyo ulit. 42,128. There you go. Sorry, I'm gonna wait. Screenshot. Paano nga ba mag-screenshot dito? Sometimes these manufacturers with these skins mahirap figure out how to do the screenshot on these skins. 42,128 Antutu. Now, as usual with Vivo devices, they have a heavy-handed skin that resembles a lot like iOS. There is no app drawer, typical with Chinese phones, and everything looks iOS-y, including this control room that scrolls from the bottom and looks like the control room from iOS, right? One thing I do, wait, naglo-light up ba tong, no, hindi siya naglo-light up yung home. If you look at the settings area, very iOS-like settings. White with the icons and everything look iOS-like. There's a lot of features on Vivo skin that is actually hard to remember it all. But I've seen some really interesting things like screenshot capture over here. Read that stuff. Yeah, so it says screen recording, or rectangular, or funny screenshot, or long screenshot. What? So it does screen recording, which is nice. It's not always you don't see a lot of these kinds of extra features on a phone that is under 10,000 pesos. Let's talk about the design muna. It is a 5.2-inch HD display. Pretty rare screen size at this price point. Usually 5 inches or 5.5, but 5.2 is nice. It has a sort of a 2.5D glass, which is okay in this regard. I think the bezels are a little big in my opinion. It feels solid in the hand. I know overused yung term na solid in the hand, but for a phone that is not metal, this feels metal. For a phone that is not metal, this feels metal. What I don't like is some coloring things. Yung bezel colors niya. Or at least yung edge colors niya. I don't like this sort of two-tone. There's a little bit of a two-tone. So it's pink in the back. Obviously, it's rose gold. And I don't know how clearly you can see this with the bitrate that we're streaming at, but there's a lot of stuff going on the side. There's white on top, there's pink on the bottom, and then there's a goldish like trim in the middle. It's very small, but there is a goldish trim on the middle. Now, the back is typical Vivo back. Smooth curve, very simple, with a little bit of sort of antenna cuts, and it looks like sort of an iPhone-like area for the camera, which doesn't protrude, but maybe a little bit. There is no fingerprint scanner. That's a bummer dito sa phone na to. But what can you expect? They're bringing a lot of things forward with this phone, like the Snapdragon 430. This is probably one of the few phones under the 10,000 peso mark that has what I would call upper entry level or lower mid-range processor, which is the Snapdragon 430. And given the Antutu score, which is 42,000, this should be able to handle some pretty good games. Now, unfortunately, hindi ako nakapag-install kasi kaka-unbox ko lang siya before the show, or a little bit earlier than that. Sorry, medyo busy tayo. But based on my experience, the Snapdragon 430 can handle pretty decent games. And I think it's being positioned really well versus the MediaTek 6752 and the 6753 that we see around the 5,000 to 10,000 peso price points. If I were given a choice around the just below the 10,000 peso mark, I would pick a phone with a Snapdragon 430. I don't particularly like the 6752, 6753 phones. I don't feel that they're doing enough para maging competitive. Even though I don't think the Snapdragon 430 is doing enough as well, pero at least Snapdragon siya. And it's octa-core and whatnot. But, just to be different, I don't know. Gusto ko siyang i-testing for like VR games and stuff like that if the Snapdragon 430 can handle it and the gyroscope can handle it. But keep in mind, this is just a 720p display. So hindi siya, I don't want you to try this on VR because of the 720p display. It's not gonna look nice. It's not gonna look nice. Otherwise, I think it's decent for 8,000 pesos. What's the RAM on this guy? Let's look at the specs. Here's the box. It comes with a case, by the way. Here's the box. It comes with a case. Let's look at the specs. What's that? Vivo Y55. I mean, I kind of already know the specs from making the video, but I just forget sometimes. gsmspecs.com, that's new. That's a new website. All right. Let's see. Dual SIM, yes, it has three slots. 2 SIMs, 1 micro SD, right? 5.2-inch 720p display, 2.5D Gorilla Glass. The main camera is 8 megapixels, 720p video. The front camera is 5 megapixels. Android 6.0 FunTouch OS, Qualcomm Snapdragon 430, 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of storage with micro SD, and 2,650 milliamp hours, which is on the so-so side of size battery. Wireless charging, no. Quick charge, yes. And that's about it. 2 gigs of RAM, medyo mababa for 8,000 pesos, especially against the competition. But I guess that makes sense to an extent, Maybe the Snapdragon 430 is a little pricey. I believe Kodak Mobile has launched a new Snapdragon 430 device recently. I don't know how good that is. I don't know the specs. I just remember that they have a Snapdragon 430. But at least, Vivo being a little bit pricier than most local brands, even though I like Vivo. I like Vivo. Especially the V3 is a really nice phone in my opinion. I wish it was stock Android. I wish it was stock Android. Maybe somebody can make a stock Android Snapdragon 430. Ihimasin ko siya para medyo cool. Please make a stock Android Snapdragon 430, please. I want a stock Android. Kuya RJ, Boss RJ. What do you think about the Pixel? I want to know what you think about the Pixel phones. I'm not too enthusiastic about the Pixel phones myself. Because of a lot of things. Not because of what the specs are, not because of the camera. It looks like the camera is promising. I don't like that it doesn't have optical stabilization. I don't like that it's not waterproof. I don't like that the price is really, really expensive. And I don't like that the bezels are really big. I don't like the design. Other than that, I'm fine with Pixel. Maybe not so much because I wanted the new Nexus. Not enthused by it. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Let's read some comments. Vivo Y phone. GTX 950 sa akin, hindi ko na kasi afford yung 960. Bili na 1050. Meow! Nga baka may mag-trade up sa tipid PC. June ko lang binili yung GTX 950 ko, huhus. How do trade ups work? I think you can probably sell the 950 and then just I don't know kung meron mga nagte-trade up. Sell 950 then buy plus cash, buy 1050. I don't know where you can get somebody to trade their 1050 for your 950 plus cash yet. Not enthused, extremely disappointed. You and I share similar I mean, the Google Assistant could be promising. Problema lang sa Pilipinas, of course, hindi tayo ganun ka matutulungan ng masyadong malakas yung ating. Hindi tayo ganun ka matutulungan ng assistant because of the lack of digitized information in the Philippines. But that's to be expected. I still don't like some of the aspects, like the bezels and the no optical stabilization and the no waterproof. It seems like a smartphone that was designed before the flagship of 2016 was announced. Sorry, sabi. Naka full volume yung BG so sorry. Hindi ko na-adjust kasi kanina nanonood tayo ng video, di ba? Tinaas ko yung volume ng video. Anyway, yeah, the bezels. I had a big huge rant 2 weeks ago, I think 2 weeks ago or 1 week ago about the bezels. I kept shouting bezels, and that was our gimmick last couple of shows. Kasalanan ni Pinoy, what the heck? Para siyang lumang phone, walang oomph. Yeah, design-wise, walang oomph. Man, I wish they could have just come up with a new Nexus. Do you think HTC limitations ni HTC yan with the design? I bet if Samsung were the ones making the new Pixels, it could be their manufacturing capabilities. Samsung's manufacturing capabilities could have made that Pixel phone so much better looking. Maybe. Maybe Sony could have made a better Pixel phone based on their manufacturing capabilities. I think isa sa limitations yan ng HTC is they can't yet make this super beautiful phone. All of HTC phones so far have been really heavily bezeled. Yeah. So yes, Google did definitely design it from top to bottom, but they could have designed it based on the limitations of the manufacturing processes of HTC. Kasalanan ni Pichay. One thing I don't like though is their direction towards more. Okay, so ito yung sinabi ko before So it's BTS before So balik na naman tayo sa OneNote. Ang hili ko sa OneNote So I think the Nexus was like this. Nexus was designed to compete with current flagship. Right? That's what I think the Nexus was designed for. And made for developers. Right? Here's the big differentiation that I think is happening with the Pixel phones. Nexus was designed to compete with current flagships and made for developers. Now, the Pixel was designed to promote Google Assistant, use of Google Assistant, and made for end users. Not devs, not developers. So, it's a completely different direction. The Nexus was like for purists. So, ang dating nito is Nexus purist. Maybe it's not. And then Pixel is... Well, how would you describe Pixel in a word? Like, Nexus kasi yan to me, it's like Nexus is purist. Pixel is. How would you put that? So, I mean, it's not a topic of the show, but I just wanted to know ang input ni Bossing RJ, who is a very big Android dev. Kaya maraming bagong hardware sa Nexus para sa development ng next version ng Android. Yeah. It is what it is. Let's just rest in peace, Nexus. Like, let's rest in peace. I don't know how. I want the Nexus back. I want to be pure. I want pure power, pure performance, pure everything. Looks like we're gonna have to be stuck with the Pixel. At least the camera seems to be promising. At least the reviews of the camera seems to be very, very promising. Whatever. All right. I think we're done. I think we got everything. How many hours? 3 hours show. Just in the right amount of time. Just about the right amount of time. I'm sorry because we have some internet problems. The show has been very pixelated. Mababa yung quality. According to, let's read some of your comments. Kasalanan ni Pichay, designed for hipsters. Kaya madaming, yeah. All right. So I think we're gonna call the show. We've discussed a lot of things. A lot of Motorola early in the show, first hour. 6P pa din. I love the 6P. Yun ang hinahanap ko eh. Like, with the big bezel, walang dual front-facing speakers. Why? Why not dual front-facing speakers? This is something that we've grown accustomed to with Nexi to have at least front-facing speakers. I just don't understand. The Nexus 6P was amazing. I love watching stuff on that thing, and the design was super nice. Ang nipis niya, ang ganda ng likod, even though it's kind of semi-futuristic, semi-Star Trek looking, na may parang visor sa taas. It looks nice! The buttons look nice. The bezels look nice. Manipis yung bezels niya. If you look at the side bezels, it looks nice. And then may speakers sa taas, may speakers sa baba. So you don't really complain that there's a large bezel top and bottom because the speakers are so powerful. And it's super thin. And you got a 5.7-inch beautiful screen. The battery life is good. The camera is really, really good. The fingerprint scanner was on the back. And yung maliit na circle niya for the fingerprint scanner and the Nexus logo na etched. I think it was etched. At least the fingerprint scanner had a nice circle on it, which it looks nice. I don't know about the two-tone look ng Nexus, the new Pixels. I don't know. I don't understand why it's two-tone. Well, that's what we get here now in 2016. The price is really annoying though. But like I said, we're gonna sign out. Thank you for watching. That has been the show. My name is Alex from TechnoClass.com. Thank you for watching. That has been the Big Time Show for October 22nd. Of course, it's October 23 na ngayon. We usually have shows that end up in the morning. So, there we have it. That's been the show, Big Time Show. Thank you for watching. That's been October 22, 2016. Should we not have a show on the next Saturday? Kasi ano nga, Halloween, October 20. Yeah, let's not have a show on. Kasi at 29 eh. 29 is like, di ba? 29 is just before the 30th, which is Halloween, right? Tas bispiras ng ano yun eh. Sorry, kasi hindi ko natatandaan eh. I don't usually celebrate masyado eh, so I don't remember. The 30th is when you go trick-or-treat, right? October 30th is when you go trick-or-treating. I mean, at least that's supposedly it. Maybe not. Let's not. Most likely, I'm 90% sure we won't have a show in. Let's call it. No show on 29. Ilan stars namin? What is May 31? Ano meron sa May 31? Wait, let's do a quick Google. Kaya lang, tamad to. Halloween. October 31 ang Halloween. But when you... Oh, okay. October 31, the eve of blah 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 blah. I don't know, it seems so close to Halloween. Wala, there is no ano naman, 'di ba? Kailan yung All Saints na na holidays. So, Philippine holidays. 2016. All right. October 31 is a public holiday, special non-working day, which is Monday next week. September 12. And then All Saints Day is November 1. Magkasunod yun. Wag na tayo mag-show para everybody can go home Friday. Yeah. So here's what'll happen kasi. People will go home to their provinces on Friday the 28th. Uwi ng probinsya yung mga tao ng Friday the 28th. 29 wala sila dito, or wherever they work, wherever they live, they will be with their families starting 29, 30, 31, and the 1st. Kasi itutuloy-tuloy mo yan eh. That's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, walang pasok lahat. That's all. Those are all holidays. Well, 29 and 30 is not a holiday, but at least those are weekend. So 29, 30, 31, and the 1st are all basically lulubusin ng mga tao yan. Everybody, including us, most likely. So let's suspend classes for the Saturday BTS, so everybody can have a long weekend. The 29, 30, 31, and 1. Walang internet sa probinsya. Meron naman, but hindi siya ganun ka-reliable. I mean, I'm surely wala pa akong I haven't discussed plans with my family yet kung paano yung aming undas, planning for undas, but definitely it would help that I don't have to stay on Saturday the 29th in the evening, kasi that means I would be still in Metro Manila on the 30th, which is a little bit of a bummer because I could have gone home on the 28th na. So let's postpone the BTS on October 29, so everybody can have a good long weekend. And then we'll be back maybe November 5th probably for more tech news and stuffs. All right. I'll see you again ulit next time. Let's use different music. That's a bad music. Hindi nyo marinig. That's it. Bye-bye! Flamethrower mode.